fundraising and all that. And I don't know whether legal action is being taken on social media. If anybody want to take legal action against anybody, you know where to go, you know how to go about it. If you don't know how to take legal action against anybody, you seek legal advice for somebody to advise you. So today, I'm going to do something, but it is going to be on a different way. I am not Osoji person. Eh? I am not Osoji. But everything I'm going to say here today is going to be truth. I will not say anything that I am not sure of. I don't do Osoji. Whatever I am taking is coming directly from the head of dragon. I want you people to ask yourself a question. It is a spirit. Biafra is a spirit. If you believe that Biafra is a spirit, you know that everything happening now have been designed by God in the spirit. I joined this struggle in 2019. So some people can say I am a COVID-19 agitator. I don't mind. The Facebook off. For those of you watching from Facebook, the problem of IPOB started from a man called China Samworu. And I'm going to tell you how China Samworu was one of the people instigated the disunity, the division, destroying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu movement today. Another person is Chika Edoziem. There may be other people, but I want to tell you that the members of the DOS, how they have destroyed the movement or tried, they cannot destroy the movement. They cannot destroy it. But that, how they are trying to destroy the movement for the reason best known to them. So they have called my name enough on Radio Biafra. So today I'm going to address it for once and for all. And this is going to be either the last time. And I will always come when needed to address it and address them. They have called my name for 5 good months on Radio Biafra. They have called my name on social media for 5 good months on Radio Biafra and all their platforms. And today, I have chosen to be the redemption of IPOB. What you don't know is bigger than you. I have been able to give you 2 instances of what is called Biafra is a spirit. I represent Dragon, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu chose Dragon flag. I don't know, but whoever that were involved in choosing Dragon flag in Africa in Biafra land should know that there is a spirit behind it. Okay? It is a spirit because I was never involved in raising dragon flag. So everything is spiritually connected. And only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows the reason why he ordered me to broadcast on Radio Biafra, which they disagreed and violated with impunity. I have given you a new chapter today. Call me the dragon. Nwoke melụ nkwado. Those of you watching from Facebook, we are going to switch over. We have 9,000 people watching already. We're going to switch over to Enter Biafra. And of course, I know a lot of people will be streaming this thing live on their platform. So, see you on the other side of this particular broadcast today. Let me also make it very clear that this is the 6th month. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were kidnapped. He was kidnapped. Today is exactly 6 months, if I am not mistaken. Today is the 6th month Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. I am going to try as much as possible to hold my emotion, because I have seen it all. I have seen it all in IPOB. I will try as much as possible to hold my emotion, so I don't break down in this broadcast. What you see going on today is a deliberate sabotage, is a deliberate attempt to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it is coming from the highest rank of the IPOB. I want to tell Biafrans that what is happening today is a deliberate sabotage, hatred against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it is coming from the leadership of IPOB. And after today, we will continue to agitate and push for release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I said that the problem of IPOB come from Finland. 99% of the problem of IPOB today came from Finland after the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, the actions, the body language, and activities of some people in DOS suggest they're already prepared for what they are doing today. I'm going to give you people a story. What I'm going to do today is going to be historic. The story begins. When we hear the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it was a shock. It was a shock to everybody. It was a shock to everybody. And after that news broke, people were sending me message. If this is true, a lady called Chinwe sent me a message. If this is true, I said it can't be true. It happened that it was true. The next day of that particular announcement, some group of people called me from the United States, telling me they need me on their side. They need me on their side. That telephone call lasted for 5 hours, from 12 midnight in my time to 5 a.m. in my time. It was a conference call. The people that called me, Ogbehi was part of it. I don't know who he is. Ogbehi was part of those who called me. Chinwe was part of those who called me. A lot of them. And I asked question, pertinent question. I was worried about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I asked them, who know about the movement of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? This has to be public for record's sake. Who know about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who know he was in Kenya? I asked the name of 2 persons, whether they are part of their own group. They answered me yes. I asked whether Nene Anya is part of their group. They told me yes. I asked them, how many people are in this telephone call? They told me everybody who were in this call. Why I'm doing this is that these people I am mentioning today are all quiet. And these are the people that are in charge of the Lazen account. They told me I must not work with Madam Oyibo, that once they get me on their side, Madam Oyibo is gone. told me how they introduced Madam Oyibo to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how Madam Oyibo have overshadowed them, and they are not happy. And this exactly the word of Ogbuehi. So this made me to start thinking, why should somebody call me? Why should people organize themselves and want to get me on their side? However, I have been in this movement for a while. That call lasted for 5 hours. What I was looking for, it didn't come. I was asking a pertinent question. Who know about abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And they were not interested in hearing that. They were only interested in getting me on their side. That was when I knew there is going to be a very big problem coming. And after that telephone call, I cried. I started asking myself, how did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu manage this far with a group like this? I didn't tell this to nobody. Even some people that that have been affected by this particular telephone conversation will be surprised. I refused. At a point, I started advising them, telling them the reason why we must not be talking about who to sabotage and who not to sabotage. Then they were not interested anymore in continuing the conversation. I told them to go and find out whether Secretary to our leader is aware that Onyendu was in Kenya. That was the question that I asked them. I asked them until they get that information, I will not be ready to do anything contrary to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been doing. So the call ended. Now, the first directive came from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from the DSS dungeon, that a slot should be given to me to broadcast on Radio Biafra. I came and I asked the people that brought the message, should I make this public? Considering the fact that before the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I have no contact and no dealing with any member of DOS. So the message that I should broadcast on Radio Biafra came to me directly. And the same message go to Chika Edoziem and his group. And I asked question, should I go and post this thing on my wall? Make it public? Because I do not even see anything, anything special in giving me a slot to broadcast on Radio Biafra. They said, yes, I can go ahead and announce it. I went to my page, I announced it, that I have been given a slot to broadcast on Radio Biafra with immediate effect. The post is still there. Okay? And at the same time, I also made a broadcast where I prayed for 1,000 men wisdom. The broadcast is still there. Then as I was making this broadcast, DOS, China Sanworu and co were busy in the group of DOS discussing how to bring Simon Ekpa down. In fact, it is like already a planned deal that immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is abducted, the person they have to fight is Simon Ekpa. And I have now gathered enough evidence that actually it is what has been planned long time ago. We already have 13,000 viewers. 13,000 people are watching live and direct in 34 minutes because I know everybody is interested to hear this particular broadcast. So, immediately, they started discussing about the post I made, which says that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has ordered me to broadcast on Radio Biafra with immediate effect. And that particular post I made is still today in my page. You can go and check yourself the post I made. It did not say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked me to take over IPOB. It did not say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked me to take over Radio Biafra. It did not say anything apart from what I have posted. But China Sanworu, with his group within the DOS, they discussed and planned how to twist what I posted, and those particular planning, I also have it at my own disposal. Everything they planned from that time, I have it. So when they come to tell you that somebody is giving me information, they say somebody is giving me information. The person they claim was giving me information was Madam Arewa. I have never spoken with Madam Arewa. Madam Arewa have not given me any information. I have never spoken with her till today. But I got the information. So I have not been speaking with, I have never spoken with Madam Arewa. Whether the information is coming from her is not my business. But I got the information of how the DOS single-handedly planned the attack on me. And those messages, I still have them today. So I kept quiet. I did not react. I did not behave as if anything was going on. Ask them what crime I have committed to warrant the attack on me. There is no crime at all. The problem is that China Sanworu told Caroline Okorafor never to trust me, that he hates me. And I asked Caroline Okorafor, why would China Sanworu hate me? He said, because of power. She said, because of power. I said, power, I am not interested in the leadership of IPOB. So why should China Sanworu hate me? Because of power. So which means China Sanworu, before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, already have planned against me because he see that I am now working directly with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he is not happy with it. Of course, with a lot of them in the DOS, so he is the spokesperson of all the people that hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of some decisions he take. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu take decisions, bringing people he feel are truthful, are genuine, and have something to offer. So they gang up against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DOS. Immediately he was abducted, they ganged up against me, but in particular. After this thing happened, and I posted about broadcasting on Radio Biafra, one of the commander called me and asked me, what is going on? You are not broadcasting on Radio Biafra. Have anybody contacted me? I said, Nobody has contacted me. He said, well, hold on. He put a call through to Chinasa Nworu. I have never spoken with Chinasa Nworu. I don't know who the hell he is. It was the first day and the first time I spoke with Chinasa Nworu. The ESN commander connected me and him. Whatever I am saying today is something that if it is public, it does not destroy anything. This is information because before I come out to do this today, I have secretly assessed every word I'm going to say here. I have also spiritually scanned every word I'm going to say here today, and there is nothing I'm going to reveal here today that is going to be a problem to this movement and to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So everybody should relax. I am not a fool. The commander of ESM put a call through to Chinasa Nworu, and Chinasa Nworu answered the call and said, the man said, Simon Ekpa is on the phone. Why have he not been given the slot to broadcast on Radio Biafra? Chinasa Nworu started shouting on me. He started shouting, who do you know? Who do you think you are? Why should you go and make a post? Why should you go and post that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave you a platform to broadcast on Radio Biafra? Do you know the thing you need to do? Do you know the code of conduct? Do you know this? First of all, you are not IPOB member. You are answering Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disciple. And we cannot accept that. Of course, you have the right to answer whatever you know. He started bashing me because it is already something that he has planned for many months. It was not just about the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So he knows that one day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be there, and he's going to deal with anybody that he has brought close to himself. This man, Chinasa Nworu, shout at me. And while he was shouting at me, in the same phone, one of the commander of ESN was on the phone, because he was the one who put that call. Chinasa Nworu shout and shout and shout. After shouting, I told him, Chinasa Nworu, I have not spoken with you before. This is the first time. You know, somebody told me that you hate me a lot. And I didn't believe it until today. Because what you just did here now shows that you hate me. And I believe that what that person said. He asked me who was the person that told me that he hate me. I said, the secretary to our leader told me you hate me. And then he said, oh, is that kind of person you are listening to? Is that the person you are listening? I said, but you just prove it to me now. Now, what have I done to you that requires all the shouting and everything that I'm receiving super chat on my platform, and I have to hand over my platform as a condition to broadcast on Radio Biafra? The ESM commander, very nice and very good person, was surprised and asked, why should I hand over my platform to broadcast on Radio Biafra? That was the first time I heard of handing over my platform, because I am collecting super chat. All right. So that particular telephone lasted for a while. The information that came from Chinasa Nworu was not very good enough with the person that connected me and him. And then we agreed that we are going to have a meeting with the DOS, another member. Of course, I already know there is no other way to go about it. Before we had meeting with the DOS, like they have all these things I'm saying now, they have come to say it on Radio Biafra, especially the meeting with the DOS. Chike Doziem, that's where he lied against me that I said they should hand me over to Radio Biafra. They should hand over Radio Biafra to me. Before I had the meeting with the DOS, of which Chinas Anworu was part of it, the DOS, the people that participated in the meeting, did not know that Chinas Anworu already bashed me ahead of that meeting. So I came to that meeting prepared because I already know what they planned and what they wanted to do in that meeting. I came to the meeting very prepared. So I did not give them any opportunity to bash at me. At a point, Chinas Anworu started shouting in that meeting. When I told Chike Doziem, I said, it is time for you to rise up and take responsibility and prove your leadership skills and quality. Chinas Anworu intercepted that particular and interjected immediately. Why would Simon Ekpa be here insulting the DOS? That he should rise up and take responsibility. I cannot be part of a program like this. I cannot be part of a meeting like this where Simon Ekpa will be insulting the DOS and all that. He started shouting again. After shouting, he cut the phone and left that meeting. Chinas Anworu. What did I say? Only asking Chika Edoziem to live up to expectation because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have gave him this light. Let him not allow the light to die inside his hand. Chinas Anworu got so pissed. He left the meeting and somebody added him back into that meeting after shouting at me and left. So what they don't know was that before we had that meeting, Chinas Anworu has already bashed me and have given me a clue of what they were planning to do. So I did not give nobody, I didn't give any of them any chance to, ride on me, and I stood on my ground. I will not hand over my platform. And if that is signing the code of conduct, they should not send any code of conduct to me, because the code of conduct is to hand over my platform to them. And I have asked all the people that are highly placed in IPOB for demanding them to ask the DOS to send the so-called the code of conduct, because there is nothing like that in existence. That is by the way. Now, haven't given you the background of what has happened. I want to now go into the problem, where the problem come from. You remember I have been mentioning Chinas Anworu, right? And I tell you Chike Doziem, because Nigeria cannot have problem, and then you say Buhari is innocent. So, in Finland, they planted the coordinator called Antonio Bassi. Antonio Bassi, some of you may have watched a lot of video where they were going from one platform to another, calling me criminals, calling me all manner of name, blackmailing me. All of you have gone to, you probably must have watched videos, that I collect money to help somebody for immigration and the person was deported and all manner of story. And the Antonio Bassi himself, I have also listened to where he has been in one of those, including in Radio Biafra. He has been blackmailing me from one platform to another. I want to also make a record, say something for the record purpose today. That when Chinas Anworu, when Onyendu was abducted, somebody called Chinas Anworu on Radio Biafra. Somebody called Chinas Anworu and asked Chinas Anworu, what about this Simon Ekpa? What is going on about Simon Ekpa in Finland? Why is he not broadcasting on Radio Biafra and all that? Chinas Anworu answered the person. The broadcast is there. I cannot play it here. Go and look for it. Chinas Anworu answered the person, say, we have people in Finland. We have men in Finland who give us information. And we are getting every information we need from Finland. So let me tell you today, the people they have in Finland are not more than 2 or 3 persons they have in Finland. And the reason why they implanted those people in Finland is to make sure they destroy anybody that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taken to himself and trying to work with for the actualization of Biafra. And the biggest target is Simon Ekpa. And I'm going to tell you the impunity they have done in Finland. We have tried everything to unite IPOB in Finland. We succeeded in uniting IPOB in Finland. And you remember a few days ago, or a few weeks ago, when I was having a program, I came to commend the man called Agbanyim, who is the European rep. I came on my program to commend him. I commended him. I said, Agbanyem has not done anything bad to me all this while. But you remember I told you people that anybody that I commend on my program, the next thing the person will do is to blackmail and attack me. So after that commendation to Agbanyem, Agbanyem turned against me. Now, I want you people to understand one thing. I'm going to play videos today here, and I'm going to play voice messages. But before I do that, Chinasa Nworu and Chika Edoziem, what has happened in Finland is what you are going to use to judge what is happening in America. Before Nelly Ofebu, for those of you who don't know why I will continue to work with Nelly Ofebu, or forget all this Idu and all that, I have not come to begin to talk about Idu. Nelly Ofebu is still working and taking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as her leader. And until if she say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not him again and all that, there is a different thing. But for the fact that Nelly Ofebu believe in the ideology of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and regard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a leader and continue to work for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't have anything against her, and I will never have anything against her. So as Oyibo, so as Madam Bridget, so as Ejiasi, so as Oliver, so as all the people they have removed in America. Now, some of you do not understand. I will stop commending them. Some of you do not understand why somebody like Nelly Ofebu came out and start posting things public. You don't know that, right? Now, let me tell you before I go into what I want to do, because it is very imperative I touch this particular aspect. I told you all that the first directive coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was all spiritual. Every directive that came the first time was spiritual. It was not ordinary. And what followed after that was all manipulated. All the directive that came after the first directive was all manipulated. And the result is chaos. What you see today, chaos. So before Nelly Ofebu came and started making things public, she has tried everything to solve the problem internally. Chike Edoziem does not reply Nelly Ofebu. Chike Edoziem does not read message. Chike Edoziem does not investigate allegations. Chike Edoziem does not do nothing when it has to do with people who have been in the struggle with them since 2012. Okay? So what they do in DOS is to defend and protect criminals. And those who dare to expose the criminals will become bad ones. They will expel them. And I'm going to prove it to you today. Anybody that wants to expose any criminal in IPOB will become expelled person. So when Nelly Ofebu tried as much as possible to follow the footsteps of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, setting the record very straight, they decided to expel her. And the information I have, I don't know whether there are another information, no, but the information I have was not to expel Nelly Ofebu. And remember that before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu began to give a different directive, I told you that the first directive was spiritual, and all the directive that was flawed, that was, that they did not, that was breached, that was not carried out, all those directives were all spiritual. So the directive that came after that to suit and protect the criminals among them. Now, the Finland coordinator was, implanted in Finland not to grow IPOB, but to fight Simon Ekpa. And that one is a criminal too. And I'm going to prove it to you today. Because everything I will do here, I will come with a proof. The man who you see was parading himself, call himself Victor and all that. Also, I'm going to play his own voice here, because our own is that I don't just come and gossip. I don't do when I want to gossip, I gossip with evidence and I tell you the truth. So, Nelly Ofebu came online and began to make everything open because the DOS failed. They failed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All the directive that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave in the first place, if Chike Doziem had carried out those directives, we can never be in this mess. I am telling you, we can never be in this mess. When directive came, Chika Edoziem sat on it for weeks before even reacting. So that does not go well with anybody who is a genuine Biafra agitator. That does not go well with a lot of people in the US. That does not go well with Nelly Ofebu. That does not go well with Oyibo. That does not go well with a lot of people. So imagine Nnamdi Kanu is in a critical situation where he has been abducted. If he gives direction, if he gives directive, what you have to do as the leadership, which he trusted the movement with, is to carry out his directive, whether good or bad, without even raising any objection. You carry that directive, whether it is good or bad, because we are already in a critical situation. So when they tell you that why should Simon Ekpa not sign code of conduct that does not exist, that you want to do Nigeria government, you want to do like Nigeria, I want you to know what I'm going to do today. I want you to watch so that you understand how the DOS have destroyed this movement. And there is no accusation you give them today that I'm going to question. Because they tell us that if Simon Ekpa, why should Simon Ekpa not sign code of conduct that other people signed? That are you trying to do Nigeria government? And I want to tell you today, the coordinator of Finland rented a hall where they are going to be having meeting. And after renting that hall, they are paying about 300 euros every month in that hall. After renting that hall, the coordinator of Finland subletted that hall to a church. And that church was paying IPOB 130 euros every month. Nobody within the IPOB knew about it. Now, the coordinator of Finland, who was parading himself, calling Simon Ekpa criminal, only submitted 1 month rent from the church to the finance secretary. 1 month rent. After submitting 1 month rent, he collected rent February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 8 months rent he collected from church. He put it in his pocket. So he collected this rent until October, when Finland people who are very genuine begin to fight for a good IPOB and the unity of IPOB in Finland. He get busted. They investigated everything and have them in documents, in papers, and in video. So he was collecting the rent, putting the rent in the pocket, and using IPOB money to pay the 300 every month. I want you to understand the criminality here. The criminality is that he collected rent from February to October. He even increased the rent from 130 euros to 150 euros. While IPOB was putting hand in the purse to pay for the rent, he is collecting the half of the rent, putting it in his pocket. And he's the coordinator of Finland. This is the man, China Sanworu. As I'm talking to you now, this is the man China Sanworu put in Finland. Because they are putting all their people, immediately the abduction of Onyendu, all the people that are criminals and collecting money for them and making sure that the money they are contributing in those countries are coming to them in Germany and in Nyanya. That is what they want to safeguard. They are not fighting for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are not fighting for the movement of Biafra. It is now about contribution, monthly subscription and contribution to IPOB for them to get the money. So the coordinators they are putting today is not coordinators that will do anything to fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is coordinator that will make sure that the money they are contributing every month are going to them for them to use the money. So the thing continued. China Sanworu, the European rep, they told Finland that if you want, you have to give evidence before we can sack the coordinator of Finland from IPO, because the criminality in him, it requires expelling from IPOB completely. The coordinator called Obase in Finland, Anthony Obase, what he has done is not somebody who should be in IPOB. He should be expelled completely. Now, let me tell you people, European rep Agbanyim told people of Finland that for them to expel Anthony Obase, they should bring evidence of his criminality. The people of Finland went to work to bring evidence. And I'm going to show you the evidence here today. They went to work to bring evidence. After they bring evidence, the day they had a meeting, I was opportuned to be in the meeting where they were asking the coordinators some pertinent questions. And he was lying every time he opened his mouth, was lying. And everything, they have the evidence. So after the Finland IPOB gathered all the evidence of his criminal activities in Finland, be European rep. Do you know what European rep told them? And we have actually made peace with other factions. That peace, we have done, brokered the peace between the different factions of in Finland. Now we came together and they put a meeting. They fixed a meeting to discuss the impunity and the criminality of the coordinator of Finland. Now, after that, Agbanyim, who is the European rep, of IPOB. Nwachuku, sorry, I did not mean to block you. So sorry, Nwachuku. I will try to unblock you, but not now. You may not comment. So Nwachuku Nwakaego, I am very, very sorry for blocking you. It was not you I wanted to block. I wanted to block somebody else. So I will please unblock you after the broadcast. Please accept my apology. So immediately after they have gathered all the evidences, because I was in that meeting. So what the me and investigated me, and Simon Ekpa was there. They find out that I'm a criminal. I'm taking the money of IPOB, and the problem now is Simon Ekpa was there. So China Sanworu, who is controlling the DOS, went to work. He immediately queried Agbanyim, because that's exactly what transpired. He immediately queried Agbanyim, and then after querying Agbanyim, when IPOB Finland now called Agbanyim to give Agbanyim the outcome of their investigation, Agbanyim told them was Simon Ekpa. Okay, Agbanyim told them that Simon Ekpa was in that meeting. Why would you people allow Simon Ekpa to be in the meeting? Because you know that Simon Ekpa is enemy to the coordinator of Finland. So the DOS instructed Agbanyim to tell people of Finland that they are happy with the criminals who are part of those giving them information from Finland, that why should Simon Ekpa be in the meeting where they are exposing and asking a criminal coordinator question about the embezzlement of IPOB fund. So Agbanyem was not interested in the money collected. He collected the money, he put it in his pocket, and IPOB Finland was struggling to pay 300 euros for the hall every month. So what should have been happening is that the coordinator ought to have used the money he's collecting to subsidize the rent, so that IPOB will bring 150 from their purse, while him bring 150 from the church people. But no, he was putting the money in his pocket and was paying rent from IPOB purse, full rent. Do you understand it? Now, Agbanyem was not interested in that. He was only interested in why must they expose him in front of Simon Ekpa. I want you people to understand the criminality in the DOS. And these are the people who were telling you, why should they allow Simon Ekpa to broadcast on Radio Biafra without signing code of conduct? You want us to do like Nigeria? Why must we give Simon Ekpa a special privilege? Why must we allow him and give him a special treatment when others are signing it? Now, the question is, why would Agbanyem and the DOS not sack and expel somebody who have stolen money from IPOB? Because they want to put him in Finland. They are not interested in increasing the number of IPOB members in Finland and probably in other parts of the world. They are only interested in putting the people that will drive their own selfish interests, protecting their own selfish interests. Because when you bring some people that are good, when they have coordinators meeting, they are going to be asking brilliant questions. They don't want those kind of people among them. And let me also tell Biafrans that before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted in Kenya, there was a meeting that was to take place. And that meeting could have or may have changed a lot of things. But the meeting did not take place because he was abducted. So, I am going to play a video showing you explanation how the coordinator of Finland and one or two other person in his criminal group stole money, embezzled money, and commit all manner of crime against IPOB in Finland. And the DOS have embraced them. They say because he is Chinas Anworu's brother. They come from the same place. They made him a national coordinator. From coordinator to a national coordinator. Now, what shocked me and what shocked everybody in Finland was when Agbanyem, who was actually standing by the side of truth until I commended him on social media. The Agbanyem that was standing on the truth Agbanyem stood was very, very firmly standing on the truth. Because when they raised the memo that Simon Ekpa was not a member of IPOB in Finland, they brought that memo to Agbanyem. Agbanyem told the coordinator not to release such memo to the public. So for that attitude, I believe he was standing firm and on the truth. Agbanyem told them he can never be part of releasing such memo to the public because I have done nothing wrong. Now, instead of them to respect the European rep, which is Agbanyem, the same coordinator, he now walked directly against European rep. So if you don't want to do like Nigeria, why are you now overshadowing the European rep to work directly with the coordinator of IPOB Finland and the opinion of the European rep just to fight Simon Ekpa because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have chosen Simon Ekpa to work with? So Chinas Anworu overshadowed, overheaded, and supervised everything going on and coming from Finland. He went and connived with the coordinator to release the memo. It was what they were discussing in the DOS, how to destroy Simon Ekpa. So it didn't work for them. They come with another one. It didn't work for them. Now, during this time, when they were investigating the coordinator of Finland, somebody called Raphael Ajare. Raphael Ajare was suspended. Raphael Ajare was suspended for appearing in America Umuada women show. Raphael Ajare, if I am not Kelechi Igbodo, please, you have been blocked. I am very, very sorry for that. I don't know, I wanted to block somebody else. I think I will not block anybody until this broadcast. So Kelechi Igbodo, please, people should remind me to unblock Kelechi Igbodo and the other person I have mentioned earlier. I don't want to block them. So Kelechi Igbodo, please, you are going to be unblocked. I will make sure I take my time to figure out how to unblock you, and you are going to be fine in the next broadcast. The only thing now is that you are only going to be watching and you will not comment on this platform. So I apologize for that, please. Now, this whole thing was going on, and the China Sanworu controlled the coordinator of Finland, and to put problem. Now you see, the problem came from the fact that they have now the Finland IPOB have sacked Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is not their member and all that. It all came from China Sanworu, because China Sanworu was controlling the IPOB Finland coordinator against European rep. Then, when he was still standing on the truth. So, after this whole investigation, we also find out that the one who was claiming that he paid me money for his immigration thing and he got deported to Italy, he went to European rep Agbanyim to tell Agbanyim that he borrowed money from IPOB to pay his legal fees to me, that he borrowed 1,500 euros or so to pay his legal fee, because they were all trying to, blackmail me, in front of Agbanyim then. So Agbanyim made contact with some people in Finland, and they told him the truth. The person that borrowed that idiot money is a lady. He borrowed 1,000 euros to him. He didn't pay the money back. And the money has nothing to do with me. The money was for him to pay for the container that he was sending to Nigeria. But he went to Agbanyim to lie to Agbanyim, because him and the coordinator was working together with China Sanworu to destroy and blackmail me. So China Sanworu was fighting against everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place, including people. Now, let me tell you, I am not saying it is only China Sanworu, but I'm telling you, he's the one they are fronting. The people in DOS who are trying to destroy everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done, they are using China Sanworu to front. China Sanworu is their spokesperson. And they have seen where this whole thing have landed. It has landed in a place where Biafra have come to know that they have sold the struggle and they are sabotaging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because every directive Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave, they have disobeyed it. They have disobeyed every directive. So those of you who are telling me or saying to the people asking why Simon Ekpa is not broadcasting on Radio Biafra, do you want to do what Nigeria government are doing? Do you want that Simon Ekpa be given a special privilege? Do you want that he don't sign other things other people are signing? My question is, why have they not sacked the IPOB coordinator in Finland, who have stolen money from IPOB, and he is not even contributing? He is not paying monthly dues. He has never contributed money for ESN, and the audit are there. And which are, for those of them who will come online and say, Simon Ekpa, come and show where you have contributed money. This is my receipt. Tell the IPOB in Finland, the IPOB coordinator, Anthony Obasi in Finland, to bring his own receipt, not the receipt that is going to forge tomorrow. Let it be receipt accompanied with audit of finance. Since 4 years, he has been the coordinator in Finland. When he bring the receipt, he bring the audit that shows he paid the monthly dues and he paid for ESN. He has never raised any money for ESN. And one thing I want to tell Biafrans today is that while this guy was collecting the money for rent, the IPOB in Finland was contributing 10 euros for this rent. They were contributing 10 euros each to pay the rent, aside the monthly dues, aside the whatever they have contributed for ESN. I think in the ESN money, only few people contributed ESN money in Finland because they never done fundraising. When we talk about fundraising, this coordinator destroyed the fundraising idea, coming from other people because they don't want Simon Ekpa to come close to them. The coordinator, that was the instruction given by Chinas and Woru and the DOS, because I have the messages, everything they discuss in their forum, in the DSS forum, the DOS forum. I have the message. That is why they say they sack Madam Arewa. But the good thing is that I have never received any message directly from Madam Arewa, and that is a story for another day. And if actually that they are sacking and removing Madam Arewa, the question you should be asking yourself, what has Simon Ekpa done to warrant discussing him in the DOS forum? You leave everything that you should be discussing. You leave about planning how to embark on things that will release our leader. You forget about everything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and what you discuss in the forum of the so-called DOS is how to fight Simon Ekpa on social media. So I am telling Biafrans today that what you see going on social media, worse is even happening in the DOS forum. That's why they don't have anything to do. That's why they have not come up with any strategy, because everything they have in their mind is how to destroy Simon Ekpa and every other person that followed him. Now they decided to cut tails of Simon Ekpa. They sack Nelly Ofebu. They say immediately they sack Nelly Ofebu, Simon Ekpa will go down. They sack Nelly Ofebu for fighting for truth. So after that, it was not enough. They say, who again? They say Jassy was working with Madam Oyibo. They say Oliver was working with Madam Oyibo. So let us sack them and replace them with other coordinators in North America. They sacked Jassy. They sacked Oliver. All these things was happening because they want to cut Simon Ekpa tail. They believe that Simon Ekpa was working with these people for the interest of the Biafra struggle. I don't have any access to IPOB money. I don't have any access to IPOB document. What I'm doing is what I have been doing before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. Creating awareness, soliciting for people to contribute money for the movement, and let us do what we are doing and move forward. That's all I have been doing, and I will continue to do that. Now, it did not help anything. They replaced Ejiase with somebody. It didn't help. They replaced Oliver. It didn't help. And then they say, okay, the next person to sack is Madam Oyibo. Now they went and concocted all manner of story. Who knows the story they concocted? And they say the next person is sack Madam Oyibo. All this sacking you see is to fight Simon Ekpa, because they see that I am in good term with those women. I remember that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, a group of people already called me to say they want me to work with them. And once I work with them, Madam Oyibo is gone and his group. So I don't know that Madam Oyibo have a group then. And I have come to find out there is no group. Madam Oyibo is working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just like every other person like Nelly. Now, after this thing, they started to cut tails. So what you see happening, the sack of Madam Oyibo has nothing to do with Biafra. It has nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It has nothing to do with Madam Oyibo is sabotaging ESN. No. It has nothing to do with Madam Oyibo is against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No. It has nothing to do with Madam Oyibo is against the IPOB. No. The only reason they sack Madam Oyibo and every other person is to cut my tail, Simon Ekpa. So I want those people who are Irat, who have been working for the DOS, that before they come to tell you the topic to do, I have them. And I have the discussion where they were discussed in the forum of DOS. It is here on my phone. Now, I have given you some clue, and I have told you that the problem happening today come from Finland, because the people, when Chinas Anworu answered a phone call on Radio Biafra, he said, we have men in Finland who give us information. And the point now is that those men they claim to have in Finland who give them information have been feeding them deliberately with wrong information about me. Whether the information that we were feeding them was whether it was deliberate, or whether after feeding them the information, Chinas Anworu changed it to when he is talking to the people in DOS, only them knows that particular one, how the information changes. When I wanted to interview Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they were on phone with him. They said, don't do it. Don't do it. You must not interview him. Don't do it. Don't do it. He didn't take oath. He's not an oath member. He's not an IPOB member. You must not go, and he must not appear in his program. These people were on phone 247 to convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to appear on my program. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked to me, sent me, he asked the person that administered the oath to me, which is the mother of the secretary. So he gave a message. He told me. After that message, I have my reason why I didn't take the oath. The reason why I did not take the oath then was because I want to prove to the world that you don't need to be an oath member of IPOB for you to do something for Biafra restoration. The reason why I did not take oath was because I want to change the narrative, how people see IPOB, because a lot of lies have been told. I want to prove to people that you don't have to be an IPOB to do something for Biafra restoration. And I proved that. I was not an IPOB oath member before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recognized me. So as you can do that as well. You can do something for Biafra struggle before you take oath. So I know how I should have just gone and called somebody to administer me oath, but no. I said, I want to lay a foundation to prove people wrong. Because the Nnamdi Kanu I have watched for many years, I have come to know. I studied him very well. I have come to understand that a lot of people are misunderstanding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, deliberately misrepresenting his ideology. So when they tell you, you are not oath member, all these people telling you oath, they are all people of nincompoop idiots who don't have anything upstairs. So only thing they know is oath this, oath that. But I have been able to prove to them that you don't need oath to bring your talent and support Biafra restoration and support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You don't need oath. I proved you that. I was not an oath member when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mentioned my name on Radio Biafra severally. I was not an oath member when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu answered the question, say, what Simon Ekpa is doing, only one Chineke can do it. He's one Chineke. He's one of us. I was not an oath member. It is only the people who are not real in the struggle that are shouting oath. And when they take the oath, they do evil. Like the coordinator of Finland is under oath. Coordinator of Finland is under oath. The one they call Victor, who is going from one platform to other, blackmailing Simon Ekpa about immigration issue, is under oath. But what do? They open their mouth, they lie. The coordinator of Finland is under oath. What did he do? He sabotaged and betrayed the struggle for Biafra. Because while ESN was looking for money, since February, ESN was looking for money. This guy was collecting 130 euro and every month and putting it in his pocket. I want you to change 130 euro into Naira. I know how much it is. I know how many people it is going to feed in the camp of ESN. This coordinator was collecting that money, putting in his pocket, and at the same time, the IPOB was putting hand into their purse to pay 300. So when he collected the subsidy, he put it in his pocket. Now, if that is not a betrayer, if that is not criminal, if that is not against the oath, what else is against the oath you took? What else is that if you betray the struggle? What else? It is for the selfish interest. That is why when you see they are always talking about money, 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 money. Money, 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 because all of them are benefiting directly or indirectly from Nzama. Have you seen where Nzama is coming from? I call them Nzama people. Chinasa Nworu was doing Nzama also. Madam Oyibo have requested for account about the money being sent to ESN. Chinasa Nworu have never provided any account. Chinasa Nworu have never provided any details of any account. So how do you think there are people in America who have worked their life, who are sick, will come and be doing nonsense with the motor park Igboros like you people? So when they ask them for accountability, all of them will turn it to attack. Bring account. What did you do with the money? You can't, you say, this one, no, tomorrow we'll do this, we'll use it and do that. Nobody do. We are in 21st century. You have to account for everything you do with people's money. They are not doing that. What they are interested in is that Simon Ekpa is getting supercharged. In my own platform that I suffered with my own money to build, nobody paid dime to it. I am still spending money building the app. And I am spending my time every day to preach on Biafra. While people, professionals like me, I'm a professional like me, IPOB are paying them to do their job. Nobody is paying me. I put my money, I put my time, because I am fighting for the future of my children and my generation to come. And when people give me super chat, you want to die. While your coordinator in Finland is collecting money and putting in his pocket. And you are yet to sack him. Because his job is to make sure no genuine person will come closer to the IPOB in Finland. So today, let us now start. First of all, I am going to show you a contract agreement to show you the criminality of the IPOB, the coordinator called Antonio Obasi in Finland, that he did not commit. To them, the crime is not enough. Nelly Ofebu have committed crime. They spelled her, according to her. Tell me, what crime did Nelly Ofebu commit? Nelly Ofebu was fighting against this impunity I want to expose today. They sack her. Madam Oyibo fought against the impunity I want to expose today. They expel her. The one they called Darlington was expelled for fighting the same impunity. I protested against his suspension. Today, he has turned around to fight me. And what he is not answering is that, have that thing he was fighting for, leading to his suspension, be solved? The answer is no. I want you to understand, I can never support evil. I will always stand by the truth, and the truth shall always set me free. And let me tell you, the only truth that can stand the test of time. So, today, I will review one thing, that the coordinator of Finland did not only steal money from IPOB, he did not commit only just a crime, he also committed a very big fraud. He wrote agreement with Biafra Republic in Finland to collect rent. And this is going for them who said they want to take Simon Ekpa to court and all that. I am waiting for that. But let me tell you, a lot of people in Finland are already very angry. So they may end up taking the guy to court because he was making profit for an organization that is non-profit organization. He wrote agreement with a name, Biafra Republic. So I'm going to show it to you on the screen. Because everything we do here is pump and play. We don't just come and talk. I'm going to show you, and then I will play the videos that follows. By the way, we have 15,000 viewers, 15,055 viewers on this particular program today. In 1 hour, 30 minutes into this program, we have 55 viewers on all the platforms. The live streaming app is not functioning. I don't know why. I have to check that. Now, what you are seeing on the screen is the agreement written by the coordinator of Finland to sublet a premises where IPOB are having meeting. And he rented this in the Biafra name, and he's collecting the money and putting the money into his pocket. Now, I want to read the agreement. I know somebody will read the agreement in the video, but I want to read the agreement to you. This agreement was signed on the 23rd of January 2021. He said, this is an agreement between Grace Church and Biafra Republic, IPOB. So without even getting Biafra, the coordinator in Finland is already making agreement with the Biafra Republic and in bracket IPOB. But of course, Nelly Ofebu is the one to expel. Madam Oyibo is the one to expel. Every other person, AGRC, all the people in North America are the one to expel. Simon Ekpa is the one to expel. But look at a coordinator, because he's a brother to China Sanworu, who told you, why should they give Simon Ekpa a special preference? He is making agreement in a civilized country, Finland, with a Biafra Republic, in bracket, IPOB. It's a very big crime in Finland. First of all, Biafra is not a country. Biafra is not a country. So why would you go and make agreement with Biafra Republic? Why would you make agreement with Biafra Republic? In bracket, IPOB. We have agreed that Biafra Republic will rent us the hall for the purpose of doing our church services every Saturday, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And who signed the agreement is there. And the name of the renter, Biafra Republic, signed IPOB Mazi Obasi, 23rd of January 2021. Platform to another to call Simon Ekpa criminal. He was the one calling on different platforms. Simon Ekpa is this, Simon Ekpa is that. He was the one calling on Radio Biafra. Simon Ekpa is this, Simon Ekpa is that. Using blood money, eating blood money, as small as 150 euros. He pocketed it. And why other Biafrans, other IPOB members in Finland are struggling to pay 10 euros for their monthly dues. This guy was making 150 euros cool cash, put in his pocket. When you talk to him, he tell you maybe hear more. Now, I have just shown you one evidence. And the day the church people were approached to bring the person or the document that gave them the right to use that particular place to do church service, they brought out the agreement. It is time to go. Let us start.
IPO.
Now, I want to, the voice I want to play to you now is the voice of the so-called Victor, the one that is going with the coordinator in every platform to tell how Simon Ekpa collected his money for immigration and he did not do anything and Simon Ekpa is a fake and he's not a lawyer and all that. I want you to hear the voice of that particular criminal as well, where he was telling you some of his crime in Finland. And remember, he has also gone to tell the European rep that he collected money to pay legal fee to me. I want you people to listen to his voice, although it is going to be in Igbo language, but I will explain to if I can. But let me make it very clear, very quickly. I want everybody to pay attention.
IPOB, one family. Bikono, this message I understand of this platform IPOB Finland. And on your jaw, go you say all their man of your joy send there out. Or more Anayochuku Okafa.
Anayochuku Okafa, are you people hearing him?
For this platform IPOB Finland. And give that message, a lot of message you can see where major was accountant of Finland. Where Julia concerning it. When year battle the chain away to where men for those now with our fam. Na last meeting IPOB Finland do numero. We're still in may go for container. When I do a kedu ụdị okwu dị ya biko nụ ndị be anyị si na onye amaghị ebe a nọ n'izu na abụọ na abụọ obido aịda na obido n'ụkwụ ka ọ n'isi amụrụ nke esi ekwu ya mana njọ ka nkọwara unu something n'ihe a biko the whole IPOB in this platform making sure that everybody should listen to this message.
They are listening.
Amaron can mesi where Biana IPOB take a oath to the Mayada against IPOB and the Nayimbo one family.
Yes.
Sabotage na IPOB and I do not against of IPOB.
Yes.
So well IPOB family, Finland as my family.
Mm-hmm. That is what they do. That is what they will first of all tell you, oh, how we are O2 members, how can I sabotage IPOB? I said 130 and 150 euros. My brother, 130 and 150 euros. Where are you? Promo. Sorry. This thing is moving very fast. Promo, you asked a question, you say 150 or 130 euros. The exact amount was 130 euros and 150 euros. He was collecting 130 euros and then he increased it. He increased the rent to 150. He was collecting 130 before. He didn't give account, and IPOB was paying the all amount from their own pocket. So he also increased it. So Promo Chooks, MC Promo, he was collecting 130, and then later on he increased the money to 150. And in those increments, and the one he has been collecting before, he only submitted 1 month of account. And when he came to the investigative team, he lied that he started collecting just July or so, or June or July. He did not tell them that he has collected February, March, April, May, you know. So he said he was collecting June. So he has been collecting 130 and increased it to 150. So that for the record, because I'm going to play the video here. But let us listen to this man. This one, the voice you are listening to now, is the voice of that Victor who was going all around and calling Simon Ekpa criminal and all that. Now listen to the criminals themselves. All they want to do is to blackmail Simon Ekpa. But why? They are the real criminal. And the people using them are the DOS and the Mazi Chinas Anworu. In fact, he's not supposed to have Mazi in his name. Chinas Anworu is the one that is doing all the carnage you see in IPOB today. You understand? So until Biafrans, if Biafrans want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out, we must deal with the DOS. Because they have sold this struggle. They have betrayed. Today, the only thing they do in their platform is Simon Ekpa, planning how to attack me, planning how to expose. I don't know what they want to expose about me. I want you to listen to the people who have been going around shouting Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa. Listen to them.
IPOB, Makamoana Yochukusi Abia meeting before. So to start with, to cut the matter short, when we problem with the immigration Finland, and the Juroma Finland were not, Ejuma quickly were not, never. So I may apply for Iwa Finland. Even I may apply Iwa Finland, and Mona, a lot of people now vote, including Chika, now other people, even coordinator. Some people now vote, Mona now vote. Unu German no vote guy Cambo. So after Kemejalo, ndu vote si na government in Gualfa, onye ọbụla onye ọbụla eji finish document alụ vote na ha ya ewepụ from vote and enye date nye time. So mgbe anwa ka m na-eme ife ngwa afịa m, so nwere ego nwe maka ngwa ahịa m ekpogo m kontena m ibupụ my container ngoro na-eme ibe ngwa ahịa. And abịara m Finland ịrụ vote. Abịa m Finland ana m ego ahịa na Finland. Emeka mmadụ na line. I know how painful ọ dị to that day. Nnọta na ya dị. Ndị votu wepụ m aapụ m. Abịa m ọrụ ka m lụọ votu gbanye aapụ m ọbụ na m apụgo na line. I know how abụrụkwa data machine anwa. Nnọrụ n'ụlọ ewesị na m ejego skuta. Wee kpọọ coordinator gwa ya nekwa ihe m na-agabiga kịta, and nnọrụ n'ụlọ menweuzi ego m ji akwụ ụgwọ ụlọ, and kọntena m nọ n'ụzọ ịgba kọntena m na-eshipụ and the bill of loading na-apụta.
Let me take it a little bit back to ebe ọgwara
ngwa ahịa m ekpogbo m kọntena m ibupụ my container ngoro na-eme ibe ngwa ahịa. And abịara m Finland ịrụ vote. Abịa m Finland ana m ego ahịa na Finland. Emeka ma very well. O Emeka mgbawata na Finland. Ọmụ ebe ngoro ahịa izi. Ọmụ ebe o produce ndị o nyere m aka. Emeka nyere m aka na Finland a. Kpojekwa mgbe ebe m na-alahụ na Finland a. So nwere mgbe m bịara Finland ịrụ ọrụ. Mana duto na m abịazie duto ka ihe si wee do. And ọdụka ego nwoke ji na-agwụ mbanye dobazie ọrụ ka m wee back ọnwa m mecha Chineke nyere m aka m nwetakwa ego bidokwakọ ihe kontena. To cut the matter short, after carrying shipụcha this container ọpụwa kwụọ ụgwọ bill of loading on 5,500 container na Nigeria. Ndị votu wepụ m aapụ m. Abịa m ọrụ ka m lụọ votu gbanye aapụ m ọbụ na m apụgo na line. I know how painful ọ dị to that day. Nnọta na ya dị. Ndị m na-anọ ya dị gwa m na m anya chọwa another app m na-eji wee rụọ ọrụ. Chineke mee ebere Emeka Alaji ewesị na m ejego skuta. Wee kpọọ coordinator gwa ya nekwa ihe m na-agabiga kịta, and nnọrụ n'ụlọ menweuzi ego m ji akwụ ụgwọ ụlọ, and kọntena m nọ n'ụzọ ịgba kọntena m nọ n'ụzọ nshipụrụ and bill of loading na-apụta and ma alụghị ọrụ mmebi nwa ego mmeji wee gbapụta ngwa afịa and onwere onye ya enye nwunye kekwana ihe mere na ma gwarịa ya sinsi na Odoni ejighị ego ebe a bụ Maazị Obasi na Odoni ejighị ego kịta
ịnụkwa Maazị Obasi gwa ya Odoni ejighị ego kịta
at least na ama as a hard call of IPOB in Finland na ọwụ na ihe mere bụ na ya enyela m aka na ada enyekwa ndụ mmadụ ego IPOB
akụkọ
but na ya like ịgwa kọwalụ mmadụ ka nje gote machine ka mbido lụwakwa vote
ọ naghị enye ndị mmadụ aka o jikwa ego. The person is having money for IPOB. O jikwa ego rent ọ na-anata. He could not even use that money for the rent ọ na-anata to pay him or help him. He want to also collect another money from IPOB. Ego anaghị adị, ego adịghị adị, and the ESN were suffering in the bush. ESN was suffering in the bush. Anata ego na-eti na akpa na-eri ya. I want everybody to listen.
So etu a ka mụ na ya si wee kwuo nsị Chukwu nye n'aka unu merụ m ya so wee binye m ego wee baa na line chọwa second hand machine wee nweta nke izi ngolu sef 350 euro
ego IPOB
ngo the machine or worker
nego IPOB and this is somebody who sige na ya bụ a rich man, na ya bụ importer exporter na to container of on a bill of loading everything 5,000 euros, but he was borrowing 300 from IPOB, and the one they call the coordinator cannot even put hand in his own pocket to bring money and give to him as a member. Finland, he cannot do that. They must dip hand into the pocket of IPOB to bring the money and give to him. What is happening here should give you a picture of what the DOS are doing. Because today, let them bring a proof of where Nelly embezzled money. Let them bring a proof of where Madame Oyibo embezzled money. Let them bring a proof of where Simon Ekpa embezzled their money. Let them bring a proof of where every other person they have sacked embezzled money. There is no proof like that. And there is nothing like that. Rather, those people that have been sacking are the ones supporting with their money, with their finance. Some have invested over $500,000 in this struggle. Some of the people that sacked today, as I'm talking to you, have invested $500,000. But of course, they don't know about that. They don't know about that. So it pains somebody like me that have access to privileged information that some of them don't have. I am telling you this. Some people have invested $500,000 and they come on Radio Biafra, bash them, call them Ashawo, but I have invested $500,000. When you talk, there will be flashing receipt of 10 euro. Look, I am paying my monthly dues, 10 euro. And the DOS is the one sponsoring them, covering them up and making sure that they cage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does, they cage him. And he has been shouting, I need 100 men. People are not asking questions. These are the problem of this movement. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon. And what did they do? They are praising the media warriors for fighting against Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa has become the biggest obstacle to them. They are fighting, they are planning additional money, credit card, and attack Simon Ekpa. And any strategy to release him. They say, some of them are even working with Nigerian politicians. They want to do what we call a political solution. We agree. But when is the political solution coming? When is the political solution coming? What I am doing today is after today, you are going to know that the DOS has become the biggest betrayer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if Mazi Nnamdi cannot come and have a different opinion in what I'm doing today, I will apologize and give him my reason, because there are reasons why I'm doing this today, and I'm not going to tell you that reasons. But I just want you to understand, if you want Mazi Nnamdi Kano's best interest, the DOS must rise up. They can never rise up again because they have eaten the forbidden fruit. Never. What they do now is to destroy even the ESN. They are calling the names of people. They are destroying everything. They think that when they do like that, it is easy and they are going to bring us. Look at what the Nigerian government have done. They say some people are eating human flesh. They are abducting people, and they say they mention Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, tell us to do this and do that. Agent of Nigeria government. So I want everybody to listen. This is just, I am coming with videos for you to know the impunity of this particular deal. So when I am doing something, before I come to talk, I don't just talk. I talk with evidence, because that is my profession. My profession is not to come and talk rubbish. I don't engage in discussion that I don't know what I'm doing. I engage in discussions that I have evidence and I have information. That is me. I want everybody to listen.
Yeah, only 15 days. Due to na machine agara opake keta dollar border. And we chọkwa another one nwetezi. After ka nwetezi ya ngote ọzọ, onye na-arụwa otu ngote ọzọ 500 euro. And enwezi m ego nri. Ekwu na ya ebinyekwa m ego ọzọ. Ebinyekwa m ego.
Okay.
Ego enye mbụrụ 550 euro.
All this ego na-ebinye ya, na ga-ebinye ego ọzọ. Who go to it was not in the record of IPOB. Okay? It was because the information leaked because of what is happening in Finland. People went underground to start investigating. And when that money was given to him, the first one, the second one, did he pay back? The answer is no. He didn't pay the money. It was because of the exposition that the people of Finland took upon themselves to investigate what is going on. They found out that they gave him money. And he didn't pay the money back. Remember that this man, from the beginning of this talk, he told you how he took oath. He can never sabotage IPOB. Now, what is sabotage? If you have borrowed money for months, you are making 4,000 euros every month. You are sending container of $5,000 or 5,000 euros and ordinary 500 euro. 500 euro you collected from organization that is struggling. Movement, freedom movement, not pay the money back. This is his voice. I am playing it now, and I am coming to the coordinator. These are the people the DOS, under the supervision of China Sanwo-Olu, put in Finland to cause problem. They say you must stay in Finland, cause problem, so that Simon Ekpa cannot come close. Do you know what do you know what they told them? Do you know what they told them? The last one, Agbanyim opened his mouth and tell the people, the IPOB members in Finland, that if Simon Ekpa come to the meeting, they should not allow him to stay in the meeting with them. That was the message. And I am waiting for the day I will go to meeting. Let me see Agbanyim come to tell me to leave the meeting. Because I will be there. Now the man is still there as a national coordinator in Finland. I'm going to play the video. Now I want you to watch. Because even those telling me since yesterday, Madam Simon Ekpa, don't do exposition. Don't do it. I am not doing exposition, no. I am not doing exposition of the DOS yet. I just want to tell you where the problem of the movement started and where it is going to end. It started from Finland, it will end in Finland. Now, the day, if ever, I am going to make broadcast exposing the real thing in the DOS, that day the internet will catch fire. So today, I am only here to tell you where the problem of IPOB started, this particular problem now, where it is going to end, and those behind it. And I'm telling you that the DOS, with every proof available to me, they are not the people that will stay and work with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Never. Never. They are not the people to associate with. The last people to associate with is this particular DOS. They are worse than Nigeria government. They are all criminals. Anybody that supports a criminal is a criminal. And I told them, God will use me to end the impunity so that Biafra will move forward. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out, we are going to know whether what I am saying today and what I have done now is good for the movement. Because any movement for freedom that is built on lies can never stand the test of time. So we are going to get people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I pray that people who will stand by the truth in your absence will come at the end of the day. I want everybody to listen.
Some of you people not on this platform, Mfozemo Kananya machine, not motor, because Italian driving license may expire for long. Driving license in Janya motor na finish Liberian driving license.
Are you people hearing it? That his Italian driving license or driver's license expired for long. The Italian driver's license expired for long. And he was driving in Finland with Liberia driving license. I want those of you who stays in Europe, in Schengen state, to, you can actually tell yourself what is the crime, how does traffic crime affect your residence in some of these developed Schengen state, like in Nordic countries. In Nordic countries, how does your traffic crime, when you have a traffic crime, how does it affect your stay, your residence permit, your document? When you have not even gotten residence permit, you are already showing a sign of a criminal. And the police, I want everybody, in fact, let him you be the one who is going to say it by himself.
So this Liberian driving license, police stop one, we want Namanya go 2 years. Me will foreign African driving license then I finish. In only 2 years. Ije with their driving license for European driving license.
All those things he's saying is rubbish. Completely rubbish. Whoever gave him that information, I don't know, but it is rubbish. I want some of you who live in Europe, check yourself, the country where you live. When you drive without a license, what does it mean? What can police do to you? And what will immigration police do to you? And you have not gotten even document. And you are already committing crimes. Crimes. But to him, as one Igbo, it's not a crime. To him, it's just a driving with Liberia. I want you to hear the story now. Just listen.
When we put my European driving license, go see I'm European driving license.
Okay.
Now you go see ya come one higher consider, but no may expire. The policeman now come here immediately send the IACs here.
Okay. Are you people listening? You see, I told you people that one platform to another. When Chinas and Woru control this idiot to go from one platform to another to bring document. I was telling you people that even the document he was carrying has detailed crimes he committed in Finland. You people think I was joking. The document he had, only that the document wasn't finished. The document he had with him contained the crimes he has committed in Finland. And I want you to listen to him explaining some of the crimes he has committed. First of all, he present a Liberia driver license, and his own European license expired 2 years ago, and he presented expired driver license to police. Finnish police decided that he cannot even move that car again from that point. He said it by himself on this ground and other reasons, other crimes he committed, criminal offense and all that. They deported him. What did they do? He now come to social media with the coordinator of Finland, going from one platform to another to call Simon Ekpa a criminal. While he is the criminal himself. And this is not my voice. This is him explaining his own ordeal. I am an immigration lawyer with many years of experience. So why should somebody be asking? Everybody, when you come to a law firm, there are, in Finland, for example, there are different lawyers in Finland. You have the Asianaya, you have the Lakimias that belong to Asianaya Lito, you have the Lakimias that belong to Lakimias Lito, you have those who don't go to court. There are different legal representatives in Finland, and I choose the one I want to be. I am an immigration expert with many years, over 15 years of experience. So why would somebody be and my information is there in the public. My company website is there. I own a law firm in Finland. My own law firm. I own a law firm in Finland. I specialize on immigration law. So why would somebody, just like the way Ejiofor is now, Ejiofor have people who works in his firm. It does not mean that when somebody come to Ejiofor somebody can decide to also to be a consultant in law. It does not mean that when you come to me, I will go and represent you in court. Everybody in Finland have different system, different legal system. So if you begin to blackmail somebody online, you should just go to Finland and take me to police. Why would you go to online and start blackmailing? Don't you know police? Go and take me to police. That is how it works. If you feel that I have done scam to you, if you feel that I have scammed you, that I misrepresent myself, you hire lawyer in Finland. Those who are hired, you hire them and say, this Simon Ekpa is a scam. Look at his page. Look at what he's doing. Please, I want Finnish government to deal with him. I have been in this country for a while, my people. So if they feel that I'm not what I think I am, they should go to court. Why should they come to Radio Biafra? Why should they go to all this illiterate broadcasting online to tell what I am not? Is that how to handle a case? Is that a court? Is a social media ranting a police station? Finland have a law. And this is a country where you cannot just commit crime and go free. So if anybody feel, if anybody feel that if he feel that I have scammed him or duped him, he say he has stayed in Italy for 20 years and he don't know the procedure how to report somebody to authority. So this is to tell you that the only person and the people pushing them, thinking that I am that kind of person that will just overlook them, is China Sanworu and the DOS. And they have taken more than they can chew. Now, I believe I have addressed that particular one. Now, let us now continue to listen to him.
Anamaghị anyazi moto m ebe ahụ na ebe a paakị m kịta na moto m na m na-eburu moto m anwa je drọpụ a.
Police, let me take it back a little bit.
Foreign African driving license bịa na finish ịnya only 2 years ije weta their driving license for European driving license. Mgbe m onye aka na akpa wee wepụta ma European driving license gosi na m nwere European driving license. Na m gosi ya ka nwa na ha ya consider but no me expire. The policeman na lokwa m ya immediately si na ya esizie.
Okay.
And na my anyazi moto m ebe ahụ na ebe a paakị m kịta na moto m na m na-eburu moto m ahụ
Okay. I hope you know the implication of that. Police told him, you cannot drive this motor again. That where they have stopped you now, they are going to tow that motor. Towing. If you live in Europe, you know what it means. When police arrest you or stop you, traffic police, and tell you that this crime is so huge, and the traffic crime is so huge that they cannot even allow you to drive the car again. That fine. They are going to bring towing van to tow the car. And of course, as he was saying it like this, it looks so easy. It looks so, the small thing. It looks so that they just stole they impounded the car. Yeah, it looked like it is not. But those who live in Europe and understand how the system works will understand the level of crime, of traffic crime, that somebody will commit, apart from drinking, apart from drunk and drive. The level of crime you are going to commit for police to impound your car, presenting false document, forged document, and at the same time driving without a license. It's a big offense. And he paid fine for them. And that also contributed in all the things that has happened in him being deported. But when they come to online, they lie. Simon Ekpa collected money from me. You think I will do my job without collecting money from you? You think I am a social service that you will spend my time without collecting money? My hourly fee is 150 to 200 euros per hour. That is my fee. I have said it before. 100 to 200 euros per hour. And if you live here plus VAT, plus VAT, that is my job. So if I bill you 150 euros per hour, it's just that I have mercy for you. My fee euros per hour to 200 euros. So if I follow you to police, you pay my fee. If I follow you to police, you pay my fee. You pay my fee. I don't help you for free. I am not a social worker. If you come to me, you pay my fee. Well, let us continue.
Achọta towing van 150 euro o wee buru moto mgbe eje park ya.
Can you hear that? Towing van.
Ego ọrụ arụ na-ejezi. Mgbe m gwa ha ndị a na m eweta ego ewetapụrụ m ya, mbido gbawagodu mbọ kọntena m na Nigeria.
Akụkọ.
Kwuchi na m narọ paspọ, IPOB paspọ unu mmụọ 2,500 euro pastor.
And when he was telling Agbanyim, he collected 2,000 from here, he collected 1,000. He told Agbanyim that he collected those money to pay me for my fees. But here, he was, because he know they have been exposed. And I hope and I wish that Agbanyim is watching this thing today for them to know how these people have used them, how Chinasa have used Agbanyim. Because I'm going to hit very hard on Agbanyim very soon. So Agbanyim is watching this to know how Chinasa is going to destroy him as well. Because Agbanyim dare tell people not to allow me to come to a meeting. So he will come from where he is to Finland here and tell Finland people and push me out of meeting when I come there. These are the people that will go to Chinasa Nworu, connive with Chinasa Nworu, and then they will begin to blackmail me all over the internet. But look at them. They are using IPOB money to do business. They are using IPOB money when ESN is dying in hunger, when ESN have no equipment, when ESN don't have food to eat. They are here. And Simon Ekpa is the one shouting on social media, bringing people to the struggle. I know how many people I have converted in Finland, which their money is part of this particular money that they have borrowed him. I converted them. It was through my preaching and other people. They joined the struggle in Finland. Some of them, some of them were not even members. They are contributing, and I gave them account number of Finland IPOB. Their money were involved in this money that they are borrowing now. The people that I converted through my preaching are paying, and it is happening all over the world. But you know what? I have become the saboteur. They say, bring your receipt where you pay. I want you to go and ask the coordinator of Finland to bring the receipt of his payment to IPOB. Let us calculate how much he has paid in his entire life in IPOB. Let us calculate how much he has paid in his entire life. But people are paying $100,000 $100,000 in America. People are paying $50,000 in America. And when those people pay that money, they insult them. They call them agent of Nigeria. They call them that have collected the money from Nigeria government. They call them Ashawo. And when you talk, they say, I am IPOB paying. Look at my payment receipt. How much? 10 euros. 10 euros you pay. How much do you pay in a year? But somebody who bring $100,000 because of the way the person she want or he want freedom, they call them Ashawo on Radio Biafra. That is what they have turned to do in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They chase everybody who is contributing, who is supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we are going to expose them. I said after today, we are going to put them in the trash. We are going to put them in the bin. The DOS are worse than Nigeria government. Because anytime they open their mouth to talk, it's all lies and criminality, supporting evil, and chasing and expelling those whom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu single-handedly appointed to do something. And they are doing it with their money.
On our interest. We're ngwa ahịa ma ngwa ahịa ahụ m gbalụ story ka akọwara ya nke anwa ga
akụkọ
eleri ya ole ọfụma o nwere ihe o generate ilo
yes
nso akwagodo onwe m
mana ego IPOB he didn't pay it
ihe m ga-eme ka m wee na-arụkwa ọrụ
okay
so mgbe m na-arụ ọrụ a m na-arụ mgbe bido ịkwụ ụgwọ onye m bitere ego
na ọ bụrụ nke IPOB
5,550 euro ka charging for bill of loading.
Okay.
Even ayom Ikenna ego that time Ikenna gwan eji ego. Ayom coordinator I osin ye jiro because we go we problem here gbasara motor.
Akụkọ.
Ayom a lot of people ego ka we gba that ngwa ya anwere onye nyeme. Onye ọzọ nyeme ego pastor nyem 2,500 even 2,000 ka onye mfu ihe gbasara container 500 150 onye m ji sustain one nwe mgbe ego nri mgbe na-anya that machine
and ke wee marụkwa akwa ọkwa onye na-akpagharị onye nke ọkwa onye this man went to the European rep to tell him that this money he's mentioning now that he collected for his container was to pay for his legal fee, to pay me. That was what he told Agbanyem. All this money he was mentioning here for container, he told Agbanyem it was to pay me, for my services. And he's still owing me money. He's still owing for my services. He didn't pay them. So, but that one, I know how to collect it.
That machine. So, ọ na-adụ mmadụ ịkọwa ihe very well before ọ sewe okwu. So, Emeka coordinator na-agwa m ka m mgbagharịa weta the money. Nsi na m na-eweta the money.
Akụkọ.
Problem m na-eju na ndị immigration na-agbagharị.
Yes.
Emecha agwa m kwụsị ọrụ. Na nweta nka m rụrụ ọrụ wuti m rụrụ ọrụ again. Na m na-ejeri ya nga. Eji m akpụ mmadụ arụ ọrụ ọrụ na-abịa n'ozi ọdụ ka anyị si na ọrụ onye ohi na-arụ ọ na-arụ n'eze onwe ọ na-arụ n'eze onwe I have to put that thing to stop.
Ọ na-arụ n'eze onwe ya, and at the end of the day he was working with somebody's app, and the police also arrested him working with somebody's app. Police arrested him. Another crime. They asked you not to work, you were working illegally in Finland, collecting money through somebody's app. Have you seen where? Have you seen the person that was going from one platform to another, castigating me, calling me all manner of? One thing about me is that God will always position and confuse you. Once you begin to blackmail me, I will wait for the right time, because I know your blackmailing will not last. That is why I say only truth will stand the test of time. When you start to fight Simon Ekpa, I will wait. My day is coming, because it is from your own mouth. It is from your own mouth also that God will use to vindicate me. So I will wait. It doesn't matter how it is going to come. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it is you that will still use your mouth to vindicate me. And that is what is happening. And God will always position people. God, that is what God is doing. Position people everywhere. All of you now that you think you are fighting for me, you are not fighting for me. You are fighting and defending truth, and you are fighting for Biafra. It is not me. I don't even know who you people are. I don't know all of you, but defending truth, not me. And God has positioned all of you. This is the only thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need people that will stand by the truth, irrespective of the whole world turn against them. Because at the end of the day, this truth is where the foundation of Biafra will be built. The foundation of Biafra restoration will be built on truth, and nothing but the truth. So, as you are defending me, you are not defending me. You are defending the truth, and you are defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and defending Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't have people in DOS. I am telling you, he don't have nobody. All the people that are there, they want him dead. We must protect him. He doesn't. You see, let me tell you, what is happening now has never happened before. It has never happened before. Nobody will dare to say it. I am going to say it and even say more. It doesn't matter how they pretend to be the IPOB. It doesn't matter how they pretend to be the leader. It doesn't matter how they pretend to be the engine house of IPOB. Engine with corrupt people can never bring Biafra. And that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in pain every day. Engine house of IPOB with fraud and criminals, supporting criminals, can never ever move Biafra movement forward. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is crying. That is why he's crying for 100 men. So there is no engine that can move the movement for Biafra with fraud and scammers everywhere. Criminals. Now tell me, let me just use an example of what is happening in Finland, which I'm still coming to the video. Now, if you think that I am lying, that when you said the DOS is the engineering house of hip hop, it's supposed to be. DOS supposed to be the engine house of Biafra movement, but they are all fraudsters. They are all fraud. They support evil. They support fraud. They support criminals. Finland can never move forward with this criminal calling himself IPOB coordinator. How can Finland move forward? It is still the same thing happening in DOS. With the presence of this coordinator in Finland, under the watchdog of China Sanworu, Finland IPOB can never move forward. It is the same thing with the DOS. With the criminals in DOS, the Biafra movement can never move forward. It is the same thing as that. So forget all these things they are manipulating and doing that. Only Mazi Nnamdi. What I'm doing now, only Mazi Nnamdi. You may see it as that I am betrayer. You may call me all sort of name, but wait. You see, only time will justify. Time. It doesn't matter how many years. It doesn't matter how many months. You can call me name. You can call me criminal. You can call me saboteur. But time shall tell. We will know who have done the right thing. I can't support evil. I can't work with DOS that is worse than Nigeria government. What are we fighting for? I want everybody to listen.
One back. Picture na document Emegwe expire because now I'm undefeated Italia. Now I'm will understand. Now I'm undefeated. But before, now I finishing documenting, who change my residence document very well. Everything equally.
You know what? As he was here working in Finland illegally, his document expired. His Italian document expired. And immigration called him to say, oh, we know that you have indefinite, like permanent residence in Italy, but your documents have expired. So can you go back to Italy and renew it? He was working in Finland. The idiot was working in Finland until his document expired. Now, I want to ask you people, those of you who are in Europe, when you go to another country and with even a permanent residence, and your document, your permanent residence expire, what does that, what do they do to you? You are already staying. In fact, even in Finland here, if your document expire without renewing it, you are staying illegal. From that day, the document expire, you are illegal. So you cannot allow your document to expire while you are even in Finland. But him, he left Italy. He came to Finland. His document expired in Finland. He said that the police was romancing with him. Oh, we know that you have permanent, but this thing have expired. So you have to go back to Italy to renew it. He went back to Italy and renewed it. That is another crime in Finnish law. In Finland, immigration law, you can't stay even as a person who owns residence permit in Finland. You cannot stay 1 day without renewing your residence permit. That one where they are doing, they now begin to attack the new coordinator in Finland. This Obasi went to tell Agbanim that IPOB Finland has been hijacked. You see, it has been hijacked. Who hijacked it? Of course, I do not need to tell you. Of course, they will be saying Simon Ekpa have hijacked the IPOB Finland. Now, I want you all to watch this. One moment. All right, here we go.
Everyone, everyone. I did collect it money. Of course. Each last time meeting last week.
I want you to all listen to how this whole thing started. They invited the coordinator. They told him that there are shortage of money and they have made investigation. I want everybody to watch. This is IPOB meeting. And those who may feel those who may feel offended for being in the video, we are in country of law. This is Finland. If you feel that you are not happy for this video, it has become necessary for me to play the video. So if you feel offended for coming out on the video, do not use it as a do not get offense. It is necessary. It has become imperative to clear the air. And we are in Finland. So if you are not happy and you feel you want to do anything, you can go ahead and do that. Thank you.
That is negative, and then so each time now I check the so a lot of questions are being more than every day now over here. And I don't believe at least from my little knowledge, I have to teach my other people. That's what you read right now. The way that is going. The way things are going, of course. Yeah, I personally try to learn this place for people, they never also pay. I follow the give it to which is a place I think only 1 month. The next month, you never pay again. And you know that will keep. So which is going to pay us for February, the November, the most. Because it's having the care business. That's it. Financial issues, this is not something you do here. You have to take that play. Which is a common to this. But I don't want to have common. You never notify that and then you see something that you have not appeared. So you have to pay from February the end of the year. But 120, we are giving you. So I think that's one. So this is what very much. This is very much ago. Yes, this is what I'm going to do. I think what was here.
You hear him? He is claiming that the church we are paying 120, but the actual amount is 130. And he also claimed that the person did not pay after February, but he collected the money from February till October.
Then July, August, September. So now 3 months, which is
Here's the money. He is telling you the reason, the money, and in our money, the first month, second month, third month, it's in our account. And those months that he's collecting this money or was collecting this money, IPOB was paying the rent completely from their purse. But he's collecting half of it, he's putting in his pocket, and nobody have knowledge about it.
Remember, I had to do the contract. So that's how I made the contract. People assisting Biafra or so. Some over the time I go on anyone. So over July, August, September, which is 360. I paid to me there. July, August, September, which is 360. And 3 months and October. The increases. And this is the 150. Because formerly there is only 1 day a week. Now they need 2 days. So I have to increase it for 150 now. So they will pay in October 150. So in other words, 3 months of July, August, and September, which is 360. Then was 150 October. So that now is 150. So from next month to December, more than half a year, Say 120. September, October, 150. That's 300 plus 220, 240. Then I will give to Chico. And because I write it down. Now,
You see, I see how we take cash. I see how we take the cash or collect it. Bring the money you collected from the people that are renting the apartment, they are renting the hall. He say he don't have cash. Okay, pay the money from your account now. He don't have it. He have sent it to Nigeria. He have sent it to Nigeria. He have used it to do things he's doing. Okay, you collected rent. Bring the money. The first month, the second month, the third month, you are collecting the money, you put it into your pocket, and you didn't tell nobody. Now the information have leaked, and now bring the money in the meeting. He say he don't have the cash. What of your account? We don't use cash in Finland. We use a bank transfer. So why don't you have the money in your account? This is the people that the DOS are shielding in Finland, using IPOB money for them own self. Why ESN? Why Simon Ekpa will not sleep trying to raise fund for ESN? This guy was collecting money. And as he was collecting the money, IPOB was paying the money to the people that rented the apartment. Not only that, he now used Biafra Republic. I want you to underline the word Biafra Republic. Where do you have Biafra Republic? Is Biafra Republic a country? In this Finland, you subletting a place as a non-profit organization, and when the people of Finland, the IPOB members, genuine IPOB members in Finland, went and present these evidences to DOS, to Abanyim. Abanyim was only concerned. Why do you have to expose him in front of Simon Ekpa? Abanyim only concern was, why do you people have to expose him in front of Simon Ekpa, his enemy? Abanyim said that you people know that Simon Ekpa is his enemy. Why do you have to expose him in front of Simon Ekpa? Have you seen why the DOS is worse than Nigeria state? Do you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will condone that? Do you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you, why do you allow Simon Ekpa to stay there while you expose a criminal who have embezzled the money and is ready to crash the IPOB Finland, which he has already done, but we have revived it. This guy have chased everybody that dare to come close to IPOB in Finland. And the Abanyim, European rep, asked the people who walked themselves up to bring all these evidences and bring sanity to the movement. Abanyim told them, but why do you have to expose him in the presence of Simon Ekpa? Don't you know that Simon Ekpa is his enemy? Anyway, you cannot tell us what to do. Abanyim told Finland people that you cannot tell us what to do, who to sack and who not to sack. When somebody have committed a crime of expelling the person in IPOB, not just removing him from a coordinatorship, Abanyim told them that you shouldn't have done that in front of Simon Ekpa. Instead of treating the crime the person committed. No. But Nelly Ofebu was sacked. Madam Oyibo was expelled. Of course, we don't regard them as expelling. That is why I will continue to work with them, because I don't believe that expelling. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That is why Madam Oyibo will continue to be in charge of the money for ESN, because that is the directive of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And every decision that comes after that is manipulated. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not well briefed. Are you telling me that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will know about what I'm saying this evening and say, okay, well, we should cover the guy? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have expelled people already Biafra for embezzling money. Now, this one did not only embezzle money, he is only bringing chaos. This man called China Sanworu implanted him to make sure that Simon Ekpa don't go close to the IPOB in Finland, so that they will not bring anything good in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because in the presence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't need them. I don't need the DOS. In the presence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I have never spoken to any DOS. I don't know who they are. But in his absence, we all needed to have worked together to make things happen. But they said no, because they are not genuine. The DOS members are not genuine. I must be sincere. They are more interested in selfish interests in what they are protecting, what they are getting. They are getting either directly or indirectly. Now, I want you all to watch and listen to the people who have been going from one platform to another to call Simon Ekpa a criminal.
So
the economical calculator.
Each and every one of us on this problem, and I know that they only she collected money for June up to date. June up to date.
June.
This date, how many months?
4 months.
4 months. Let me give
I want you to watch his reaction. Okay.
So what is the problem? The money is missing. Are we having money problem? Why did you declare financial issue? Are we having financial issue?
Okay.
Who told you that? When do you start to tell him when you have financial issue? You want to tell him you have financial issue, I want to tell him.
Okay. Listen, what's your coordinator?
The question is here, wait. Is it the renting, this renting money they are giving me that is being make us to be decent? Do you know how I make this better? Of course, when it's academic,
everything we do, I remain transparent.
yeah, but you know, when you are
not supposed to be in the position of 4 months.
You make your point. You make your point. Sit down. All right, Biafra. All right, Biafra.
Please keep pushing. I remember I'll tell you now. You understand? This is 4 months. This is 4 months.
You make your point now. Come on, get one. Sit down.
I'm coming. It's fine. I get over here. You understand? So each and every, like last month, two was a call me. I was in your one.
You see, last month, somebody called and told the coordinator there is no money in the account. There is no money in the account. While somebody who called himself a coordinator is having almost more than 1,000 euros of IPOB. And his intention was not to give the money to IPOB. His intention also was to liquidate the account of IPOB in Finland. And as I'm doing this thing now, somebody is commenting, Simon, you are a disappointment. And these are the people who want to leave Nigeria. Who want to leave Nigeria. When you ask question, they tell you you are a sabo. But it is not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot do that. In the absence of, when you ask question, they call you a sabo. When you talk, they call you, you are this. And I am telling you today, the entire DOS, that is what they are, because the only one I have exonerated, even disappointed at the end of the day, which is the Agbanyim. Agbanyim told them, why do you have to expose him in front of Simon Ekpa? That Simon Ekpa is his enemy. Agbanyim was more interested in why they made it like that, instead of, and then ended up telling them they cannot. So let us see how the IPOB in Finland will move forward while a criminal is in charge. And it will be like that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come. He's going to watch this video. Now, let us continue.
This thing, and we had I am from our own.
Ihe more ka na-eme. Ihe more ka na-eme. Ị na-collect ego Biafra, ego IPOB na-etinye na ya pocket. A na-eme ihe mmụọ. All these ones are the people. All these ones are the people. When him and all of them, about 2 or 3 guys here, are the one that Chinasa are using to destroy IPOB. Every crisis happening today is coming from Finland. From the information this particular person standing now, which also collected money to buy a cloth for IPOB. That cloth is not, he didn't provide it today. I'm coming to him. I'm waiting for him to make comment anywhere, and then I will address him. So few people here, you see on this hall, few people are the one that are feeding the DOS with all manner of lies against Simon Ekpa. And those lies is what they have used to destroy and divide IPOB and bring chaos that is happening today because of lies that they deliberately cooking against Simon Ekpa. Because of that, Simon Ekpa, they have sacked a lot of people in America, in Italy, in Europe, in Canada, in United Kingdom, because of Simon Ekpa. And the information is being generated by the people Chinasa planted in Finland, and which are not more than 3%. Okay, so we are going to address it today, and then after addressing this thing today, Biafrans will be the one to judge, and I want them to come and say what I'm doing or what I'm saying are all lies. The coordinator is still there. He has not been sacked, and he cannot be sacked because Chinasa Nworu come from his place, and they are the same. Chinasa Nworu implanted him, and all the people, including this what is his name, Raphael Ajare or so. Raphael Ajare was suspended for ordinary appearing in women's live broadcast. The woman he was sacked. He was suspended. But here, so what you see now is that when they tell you why should Simon Ekpa broadcast on Radio Biafra without handing over the code of his platform, which is their own code of conduct, that we cannot do that. We are not Nigeria. We are not Nigeria that we give people special preferences. Have you seen it? Somebody have committed crime and they are not interested in it. The same thing that made Nelly to do and go out with evidences to shout. The same thing that made Madam Oyibo to take a different decision. The same reason that have compelled every person that is genuine to begin to question the attitude, the decision, and the genuinity of the people in DOS. The same attitude of covering the person they know when he commits crime and expelling the people who want to agitate and criticize the criminal activities of the people in the leadership. Once you come and say, question somebody for committing crime, they see whether you are serious. That is the same thing the Darlington is doing. And that is why I asked the Darlington, because I have spoken with him a couple of times. That is why I asked Darlington, why are you now attacking Simon Ekpa? Haven't remitted the money? Have the problem that made you, because Darlington actually started this whole thing, exposing the expose and all that. So the question you people should be asking him, has that problem that made him to come online to shout, have they been solved? That thing that he was agitating for, has the DOS solved it? The answer is no. But now he has turned around because they have threatened him to cut his recharge card. And he's now attacking Simon Ekpa. So if DOS is worse than Nigeria politician, why should you not say it? Why are you not supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by making sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have credible people that can actually make him to get us Biafra? Because with the attitude of these people, Biafra can never come. With the people in DOS, Biafra can never come, because when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make 10 steps, they draw him back with 20 steps. And it has been happening. And he was crying, I need 100 men. I need men. I need 100 men. While you claim you have 300 people in DOS, and he was looking for only 100 men. Because he knows What we have is Mejahiro Kundea. The Mejahiro Kundea is what we have. I want you people to listen to the impunity. Anybody that come here to say anything, do not just allow them to distract us. We are focused.
I called national 2 times. My meeting. Yeah, we were all at meeting. 2 good times. I have evidences here. How about my meeting? Executive meeting 2 good times. This is my business. How about my meeting 2 times? I just would last time like if you don't want to just have that problem, I just put it situation on you. Just jump into it. I don't know.
What you would like to see?
I want to put our national president. What's the So I have some questions. So the question number 1, I'm taking time to write it down. This is what that you related. So why did you take money?
They say whether he's collecting the money in bulk or he's collecting the money every month. They asked him, why then are you keeping the money? Collect the first month, second month, fourth month, third month, fourth month. And he asked them, why can't he keep the money?
It doesn't British Parliament and question and answer session. British President has had questions. You know why they are. So don't get offended.
Why? Why was I offended?
So this one, I collected monthly.
Of course.
So then why do you keep them? Once you collect it, I assume that when you collect money, you give it to the financial secretary. Why do you keep your money up to now to October?
Why do you keep the money?
Why do you keep the money with you? Are you
the
All right, now we are going to, the question is, why do you keep the money till now? Why do you keep the money till now? Are you the treasurer? Now we are going to the next video, and somebody is telling me I can't enter leadership from the back door. I don't care about leadership. What I have come is to join Biafra's struggle to get Biafra, and that's it. I am not interested in whatever anybody is thinking about. I'm not interested in your leadership or whatever. Right. Let's continue the video.
So why do you keep the money?
Why can't I take the money? I talked with my
I'm asking question. Yes. What you did? Just in the British Parliament, and questions and answers. British Parliament has had questions. You know why they are. So don't get offended.
Yes, no, why? Why was I offended?
So this one you are collecting monthly.
Of course.
So then why do you keep them? Once you collect it, I assume that when you collect money, you give it to the financial secretary. Why do you keep your money up to October?
Why do you keep the money?
Why do you keep money with you? Are you
the money? But this money is not the money. This is money that comes out of the But why is this question now? The money is that I'm keeping the money because the money
Abia, continue share do Amaju. Allow him to finish.
We are not politicians. I've said this several times. We are freedom fighters. We don't behave this way. I said that I take the money. I don't need it. I don't need the money. I take it. Why buy something if I don't need why?
He's holding the money. He's holding the money while IPOB is paying 300 euros every month. He's holding the money. He collect part of the money. He hold it, and at the same time to pay. Do you understand what I'm saying? He collect part of the money, 130 euros. He lied. He was collecting to 120 euros. He collected from February till October. He lied. He was collecting from June. Now, when he collect the money, he put it in his pocket, and the IPOB paid the full rent. That is what is going on. And here he's arguing with them. This is not how to do IPOB. So that is what Chinasa Nworu and the DOS want to continue to happen in Finland. And the people of Finland have won them because we have been able to unite everybody. As I'm talking to you, even Clement has taken oath, who was a very die-hard IPOB from the beginning, even before the oath taking came to place. But when this new coordinator organized a meeting with Agbanyim, they said, if this Antonio Bassi, this criminal, is not in the meeting, that the meeting cannot hold. Do you understand? Chinasa instructed Agbanyim that if this coordinator, this criminal, is not in the meeting, that the meeting will not hold. So what they want to do now is that they are telling you that they are supporting criminals, those who are embezzling IPOB money upon all the suffer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while they are expelling people who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu trusted before his abduction.
Order.
Sister, yes, wait, hold on. Sit down. Conductor, right now, you are the leader of IPOB Finland. General. When the people on the floor join the question as a leader, just answer the question. Don't put anger on it. Just answer the question that comes to the leader. Leader answer the question, whether it's bad or good. That makes person leadership. Thank you.
Because this is the issue, we have a good time.
If I help you, carry a woman chick, I don't know. A carry a woman chick, a carry help you, woman chick. A carry chick, I'm going to help you.
Don't go there. We are not going there. We are not going there. Emeka,
before the deputy national coordinator raised this issue of rent of facing, and we members as we are entitled to do everything the master have answered. Transparency is our watchword. There's no thinking about this. You rented this, you told the house that you are. It's a direct question. Do you have any written agreement with these people that are implemented? Do you have any written agreement with the house? Written to Allah.
He denied he never wrote agreement with the church people. He denied he never wrote agreement. I didn't know that they have already collected the agreement, which I already showed you on the screen. Now, watch him lying that he didn't write agreement. That what he do is when they pay him money, he write it down. Now, where is the paper where he have written down the money they paid him? He don't have the paper. Now, watch him.
Yeah. These people gave me over 20 euros this month to support our struggle.
So there's no form of
there's no more contract.
Okay, you see, there is no contract. He just lied here. There is no contract, and he didn't know that they have contract.
Allow him to clear.
In this trouble, don't be on what you got before. We change this.
Look, coordinator. This is somebody want me to come and have meeting with.
Actually,
I'm a man. Biafra don't want to know your history past. I know the Biafra. Everybody have to listen.
And with the Biafra, you read the agreement in Biafra Republic. Who told you that you have the right to use Biafra Republic to write an agreement in Finland?
You buy an action, I know war. So it's no sentiment of any kind. No agreement that is not necessary. I'm here, I'm national coordinator. I've been handling this office many years. I'm the one that said that we have scattered too much and you must give us a place to stay. That's why you see a place to stay. Okay. You have to understand this.
thank you, sir. Wait.
No, only I can
This is my Alma meeting.
Yes.
So I brought to this thing. You will not tell me that Judah was the audit meeting.
But I don't have rights.
This is the coordinator. This is the coordinator. Chinas and Goro coordinator.
Yeah, okay.
And the DOS coordinator. He is so angry because he has been busted. I am sitting there. Genuine Biafrans, you want to create chaos. When he go to Radio Biafra, you go to from one platform.
Order.
This is Biafra's problem. And transparency should be a watchword. There is no sentiment. Please,
so how can you expect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to move forward with people like this? How? Look at the energy the people have put in Finland to make things to work out. How can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu move forward? And this whole thing is happening in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. While he is in DSS dungeon, criminals in charge of power, and then order, and I cancel.
Of course. I mean, when you this person now,
he want to leave. The boys told him, if you leave here, he want to leave. He want to leave the hall. They told him, you are not going anywhere. You sit here.
Don't even go there.
William, no more jokes.
I see you come on down now. Come on down, Metro.
Who's supposed to control the camp? Don't calm down.
Coming for you.
From who? Did I attack you? Did I attack you? I did not attack you. The way I attack you, I did
So these are the people that the DOS put in Finland to make sure that IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Finland did not succeed. And why I am making this broadcast and showing these videos is that to tell you that the same thing happening in Finland here is happening in some places as well. I don't know how your area, I don't know what is going on in your own unit. I don't know how the DOS, whether they have succeeded in implanting criminals, in some of places where you are. I don't know whether they have implanted those who are fighting against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as coordinators. I don't know where they have. I don't know whether they have succeeded in putting those who are fighting indirectly against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in your place where you are. Because when you bring idea of protest, do you see that they have no protest is going on about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Okay, the people that were even organizing protests were even people outside IPOB. World Igbo Congress were organizing protests for IPOB. Chinasa Nworu and Chike Doziem don't want to associate with them. They invited them to support the protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chike Doziem and Chinasa Nworu, bashed them. That you don't know that IPOB is called a terrorist organization. We don't want to associate ourselves with you so that it will not bring problem to you and all that. That is why nobody is protesting anywhere. So I want you to check those who are genuine. You can see American women, they travel all the way from America. Some of them took vaccine. They never wanted to take vaccine. Some of them took vaccine against their own will, against their own wish, just to enable them travel to London, to United Kingdom, to protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you see any protest anywhere? Do you see anybody protesting again? Everything is dead. Everything is dead. So I want you to check your unit. Have your unit changed coordinator? Have your coordinator changed? Have the coordinator that they are bringing to your unit? Because they are changing coordinators now. So the coordinator they are changing to your unit, is he the kind of person that will work for the interests of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or those that will work against his interest? I want everybody to check about this, what I'm just saying now. Check your coordinator, check your unit. Have they changed the coordinator, and will that coordinator be the kind of person that will work against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his absence? A lot of people should know the difference between working against and working for. A coordinator that will work for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be ready to do anything in his absence.
I still have some questions. You said that you didn't have written agreement, right?
Yes.
But evidence suggests that you wrote written agreement written this place.
I have my observation for that.
How? Okay.
And if you bring that agreement, you read it to the house. There should be transparency. That should be a can you read it?
Now they brought the agreement.
Before he did that, I want to ask.
They brought the agreement. He denied he did not write. He said he didn't write agreement. Now they provided agreement.
Allow him to talk now.
When this office was rented, 3 people were signated to this office. When this office was rented, 3 people were signated. Myself, the vice president of them. And I want to say here categorically that the coordinator has no right to rent this place to any person without our involvement.
Okay.
Now, he said he didn't have any agreement. This is it. This is how can you do it?
Allow him to read. Allow her to read.
When we get it, I will get it wrong. This is when we make agreement initially didn't go. This person here says that not this person.
Can you read it?
This person, there is a deal. These ladies are they didn't continue staying here. They didn't continue. It's a word of God. And the person staying here and who has this thing, we don't have an agreement.
Somebody said, I shouldn't be part of problem. I should be part of solution. My brother, I want you to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, we don't treat, we cut off. I don't know how long we have followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't treat. We cut off the wound. That is the word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, we don't treat. We cut off the wound. So, when you tell me I shouldn't be part of the problem, I should be part of the solution, my brother, this is the solution. The solution is when the evil people leave IPOB, we will be ready for Biafra. You can't have people who are only interested in money and you think we are going to have Biafra or see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freed. The DOS you see today has actually proven to the Nigerian government that if they take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra struggle is dead. That is what they have done. And they are doing it on purpose. The DOS today have proven to Nigerian government that if you arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Biafra struggle is dead. If you don't know that, know it now. It is what the DOS have done on purpose. But we are going to prove the Nigerian government that when they take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's just the beginning of Biafra. We are going to prove to them that the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the beginning of the Biafra struggle. Why DOS is proving to them that the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the end of Biafra agitation, we are going to prove to them, the Biafra people, those that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have tutored very well, we prove to them that the arrest and abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be the beginning of Biafra. I want this particular quote to go viral. That as the DOS were busy proving to Nigerian government that the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the end of Biafra, we, the Biafra people, we, the disciple, and those who believe and have learned from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we prove to them that the abduction and the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be the beginning, not just the end.
But this agreement is not. This is not the person.
I came here personally on my own. Personally, I met people here with this agreement. I created it on my own. So everyone now matter only they have because only personally I have to what's up.
Check here what you did, boy. Let me move.
What's up? Read it out. Honest get it. Almost read it out.
I am just telling you people, I'm just opening small can. What you see me doing today is to open small can. You see, when Nelly Ofebu came out to say, Biafra have rejected DOS, Biafra has done this, DOS is this, DOS is that, you don't know what you have seen. Because you are not in the movement. You don't know what Nelly Ofebu and co have seen in the DOS. So when they come to begin to make all those comments, you may never understand them. But maybe after today, you will understand why people who are genuine in the struggle, who come with their mind and their blood and everything, thinking that it is, to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, can never, ever regard the people in the US. Never. We want the structure. The structure is good, but not with corrupt people. Not with people who are shielding their own person, corruption, nepotism, and all that, worse than Nigeria government. Now, look at the mess going on here. And the person is still the national coordinator in Finland. So they don't care. That is why I'm asking question. Those of you in other places, check your place where you are. Have the coordinator deviated? Are they deviated? Are they now doing something contrary to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taught them? So check yourself, check your unit, whether anything have changed. Even some of them have given order not to share Simon Ekpa video to their program, to their platform. They said, do not share Simon Ekpa program to the platform, but they are posting Fulanis. They are posting Boko Haram pictures and videos. They are posting Janjaweed. They are posting governors. They are posting DSS. They are posting all these people they are fighting against, but not Simon Ekpa. If you post Simon Ekpa, the house is divided. Everybody is fighting. Why do you post Simon Ekpa here? We have warned you not to post Simon Ekpa. We have warned you not, but they are posting every other thing that they are against. They are posting every bad thing, but not Simon Ekpa. Have you asked yourself why? Because they don't want you to hear the truth. They don't want you. The only reason why they restrict you from sharing Simon Ekpa video is so that you will not hear and watch the truth, because it torments them. My name alone, my video, and what comes of my torment them. They don't want to hear the truth, because if they dare hear me, some of them will be converted, and some of them can never sleep well for days.
Excuse me, because read it out. Let's listen. They don't know to read it.
Before I read it,
They cannot read it. This letter, I came here on the evening of Sunday. I met one guy here who is worshiping here, and then it was that I asked, how did this do now? Update, how did he rented? You become to worshiping in this place. And he told me that our coordinator rented this place for him. I said since when? He says since January. This place was rented to him, and they started paying from February. Is there any written agreement on this issue? He said yes, I have. Then he brought out his phone and sent this to people. So I said, okay, I have to copy this thing out on my own. So if you coordinator say that now it's not this thing, we can put call on that same person and let it hear.
There is no need. Audio.
What is he? Where is the money in my pocket?
Yeah, this is an agreement between Prince something. I can't remember. It's not Prince Church. And the Biafra Republic, IPOB in brackets. We have agreed that the Biafra Republic will rent us
Hi, Biafra Republic.
Every Saturday, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Signed.
This is the man. who go and blackmail me on all platforms, calling Radio Biafra.
Biafra Republic, admin, something like that. And the other one is Teresa Dio, the coordinator, IPOB, Mazi overseas. This was signed
I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter.
Don't worry.
You have seen it today.
Don't worry. On a girl with me respect. That's why I do the plane now. Other mentioning the video.
You have seen it today online, and I will play it in the sense that all of them have gone to Radio Biafra, to platform, to blackmail me and call me all sort of names. So as a rejoinder, you are watching the video. And like I said from the beginning, those of you who may feel disturbed by the video, it is something. We are in a law, in a law, we are not in a lawless country. We are in Finland. So if you feel disturbed, you can take action. We are all here. But let me tell you, the action will not lead anywhere, because what I'm doing now has become very, very imperative to clear my image. And so, but it doesn't in any way disturb you for sharing the video. But again, you all have watched them from one platform to another, blackmailing Simon Ekpa, and as the China Samworu and the DOS are supporting them, pushing them to go out and support for Simon Ekpa. And somebody who is still asking whether I have taken oath I took oath under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu supervised my oath. I'm saying it for again. I don't know how many times I have said it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu supervised my oath. And you know what supervising oath means? What supervising oath means is that his input was there. He was present there when the oath was administered to me. He was there in the vicinity, and he knows the content of my oath. He supervised it. So, and I'm saying it again, I don't know whether this is going to be the last time. So for those asking about my oath, I'm making it clearly that he supervised, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu supervised my oath. It does not matter who administered the oath and who did not administer the oath, he supervised my oath. And when they tell you that I took oath to interview Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I asked them, am I the only Biafrans? Am I the only Biafran that have interviewed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What about other people? Did they take oath? The oath I took was not to interview. The oath I took was to become full member of IPOB. And I took that oath to become a member, not to become oath member, because I'm a member of IPOB. I did not take oath to interview Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So anybody that tells you that, it is one of the lies that I'm actually addressing today. It was one of the blackmail that China Sanworu and DOS and co are actually spreading on social media, and it is part of the thing I am addressing today. But look at the people who took oath. This is the coordinator who was shouting about Simon Ekpa coming to take oath. And he's using IPOB money. He become a criminal, collecting the money. And then when they want to talk, they say, I am oath member. I have taken oath. If I sabotage, let the oath deal with me. Now, if you collected money that is meant for IPOB and without intention of bringing the money out, is that not a sabotage? Will the oath not work against you? Now the oath is already working against them. That is why Biafra is deserting and leaving them. All those ones are still shouting DOS. Believe me, it is because of this thing they are getting. And if you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me tell you, if you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you can't support evil. You can't support evil. There is no way you can love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and support evil. The office of DOS is there. It's a structure. Nobody is going to destroy it. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, he has done it before. He has sacked so many DOS members. If you think that coming to protect corrupt people is the way to to serve Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or the way to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are lying. You are lying to yourself. You are destroying Biafra already, even when the country didn't come. If you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you must stand by the truth. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs you to change things in IPOB. Without your support, he can't go forward. He can't change it. And remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needed these people because there were no other people, to do what they are doing then. So he needed them. But that does not mean that as the struggle goes, as we move forward and we are progressing in this struggle, when good people who will fight for the truth come, you say no, they must change and begin to support evil. When people who want to tell the truth and who want to stand by the truth come, you say no, you must support the evil people in DOS. You must support the corrupt DOS in order to please Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's a lie. You are actually delaying the Biafra struggle that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. You are because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs to know who are the 100 people. How to identify 100 people is somebody who come and say, this is truth, I am supporting the truth, irrespective of whether everybody is against me. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, he will look at you. He will say, upon all these things that happen, this guy stand on the truth. And he check whether everything that this guy stand on is truth. Actually, whether the thing is real, whether the thing is just true, or he's just making them up. Once he find out that what this guy have done is standing on the truth, irrespective of the attack, he count the person as one of the 100. You can never be one of the 100 people when you come and they tell you, you must support DOSO because they are the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still asking for 100 people, DOS was there. So if you come and prove to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that irrespective of anything, you will stand by the truth, he will count you as one of the 100. So if after defending the truth and standing by the truth, and they go and convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to fight me, I will still sit down and watch him because I know at the end of the day, the truth will come out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never see that what I said is truth and he fight and he will come and kick against me. He can never do that because I believe that that was the reason of looking for 100 men. 100 men who will stand by the truth. The 100 men is not 100 men that will carry AK-47. Okay? But the 100 men that will make the foundation of IPOB to be strong and solid. Now the foundation is strong, but we have corrupt people in charge of the administrative day-to-day affair of IPOB. And once you have people corrupt people in IPOB, it can never move forward. The only thing they do is to cover one another, cover each other. When a decision that should move the movement forward, they will sabotage it once it goes against one of them who they have covered for one crime or the other. So my people, for you to make headway in this struggle and for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you must stand by the truth, irrespective of who else is God. Stand by the truth. Because we believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a man of truth. And IPOB, they say we are whiter and whiter than white. I don't know whether what you are watching here today from this coordinator is something that you say whiter than white. And this is a representative of the DOS in Finland. This is man, a replica, the mirror of the DOS. Why I'm playing this video today is for you to see who DOS are, because the DOS are supporting him. DOS say they don't have problem with his crime. The only problem they have is that he was exposed in the front and the presence of Simon Ekpa. So as you see this thing going on here, that is what DOS today represent. They don't represent the ideology of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is started by the truth. Now let us continue. It's going to end very soon.
The fact that I didn't ask me to rent it. I am now worried about that. Finland, whereby my name. As a good leadership of my office, I see it right to get our people workplace. I have to consult our sister. I have tried my best to get us a place. My intention is trying to rent a place for is for us to have a good meetings. For people, no other organization here have ever done that. Even in the simple social group, they don't have it in place. Now, my body is we did it, and so far, every time I play I went there. The same me, who went back to the asylum, and do something every month. Not the day I can actually somebody and hear back. But when you think I can way back, what can you put this in? How else do we do things? I believe that if you know what you can do to help Biafra, yeah, do it. You need to get because it's enhancing us. Most say you need to consult everybody. Most places you will not consult people. But when you do it, you give you results. Then everybody will use this idea that everything happening that you must know. But when we see it happening for our betterment. Now, everything in a good with good mind. For us now, how do we become a victim now? Now, okay. Now, even this idea we are talking about, as a coordinator, I don't even have to invest our money. I'm a neutral man. Yeah, but they put me for nothing. I don't have interest.
Okay, you don't have interest. Bring the money you are collecting every month.
I want to go. I came from a very land-rich place. I come from Biafra. Farmers. Everybody has a house and a boss there. And you cannot talk about that. That's what I can now. That is why you went at this place. Any one of them today, you show you one more there before. My police are already in 450. This board are very money. We don't hide anything here. When I read here, I need the public, the meeting. I've read it here. See how much. Do I have 120 before? When I increase it to 150, do I do not consult anybody? Why am I doing that? Just to compare our own benefit. Am I doing it here? No. When they are talking to say, they are paying some money now. I was thinking to go there and get cash. I have some cash. All that I transfer there to my account. You might be able to use whatever I'm going to get account. No, it is not going to tell you what's happening. It will not take a can we share? Increase, focus, capital.
From all angles. About your art, yeah, you need that.
Yeah,
I don't want to communicate now. I don't want to your brothers. Actually, we want to do our with all those rubbish shining in Africa.
Now, you know, like I always said, sometime when all these things are happening, God will be positioning some people to be at the very right time, at a very particular time. And I want to play a video of, in case if you don't know what I'm doing, if you don't know what corruption does, why we are shouting to leave Nigeria, I want you to watch this particular video. The reason why the entire DOS must be overhauled and all the people they sacked and expelled from IPOB recalled back, because they were unjustly expelled out of for them to enable them to cover their corrupt and criminal tendencies. I want you to watch what corruption does to the society. Watch this.
Corruption is a vile disease. Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in a state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
A corrupt person steals from everyone in society. And having spent almost 4 hours on this particular program, even though there is a lot I wanted to say and do, but because I've invested a lot of time, the problem here is that with the current corruption in IPOB DOS, it will be very difficult. They have shown how corrupt they are, and you just watch what corruption can do to the society. And I am calling on all Biafrans, both the sacked and the unsacked one, those who are genuine, to never disappoint Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no matter what. Don't say because you have been expelled, for that reason you abandon Biafra. No. Because you have been expelled in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't know what have transpired. So every expel, every suspension you see in IPOB today is manipulated by the corrupt people. And if you allow corruption to strive in this movement, we will never get Biafra. But let me say it again. Without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it will be very difficult. And I say again, I know the day Biafra will come. And it doesn't need all these corrupt people like you all know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said he need only 100 men. Where can we get 100 men who will stand and tell the people that are sold Mazi Nnamdi? Selling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and selling Biafra struggle does not mean you collected money from anybody. There are different ways to compromise movement for freedom. You can compromise by collecting money. You can compromise out of envy. You can compromise out of jealousy. For example, because of Simon Ekpa in Finland, they supported corruption in Finland. Somebody took money from IPOB and was running IPOB like a criminal movement in Finland, and people find out. And because of envy of Simon Ekpa, they are shielding the person. Because of envy and jealousy for Simon Ekpa, they are sacking people, just thinking that after they sack those people, Simon Ekpa will not talk again. When you watch those people that were giving them advice, they say Simon Ekpa's tail must be cut. Cut his tail. Some of you don't know what cutting tail means. Cutting tail means that to cut everybody, every high rank officer of IPOB that had anything to do with Simon Ekpa. Cut the person, sack the person. That is what they mean by cutting tails. Madam Oyibo have done nothing. Madam Oyibo only demanded for transparency, accountability. Nelly Ofebu demanded the same thing. They sack her. And like I said, the first directive from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were all spiritual directive. You have watched what corruption can do. I remain myself. We will stay and talk the truth, and the truth will always represent. Today, I want every Biafrans to think about what you have heard here. When you see the people who are ready to prove to Nigeria government that when they arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and abducted him and extraordinarily renditioned him, they will end Biafra agitation. The DOS have done that. We are going to prove to them that arresting him, kidnapping him, extraordinary rendition him will not end Biafra struggle. Rather, it will be the beginning of Biafra. It will be the beginning. We are going to fight till Biafra come. We are going to fight till Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. And again, I told you from the beginning, for those who did not watch this thing from the beginning, again, I will give them a topic. I am the dragon from the Chukwukika Abiyama. Let them bring those their men in Finland, because they told me they have men in Finland who gave them information. So I am waiting for them. And after a few months, if they did not come to give you the update of what I have done, shame will be on them. But for Biafrans to move forward, for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu extraordinary edition to be fought till the last dot, we must engage on those that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wished they get involved in his case. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu single-handedly want Professor Lumumba to get involved in his case against Kenya government. Only him knows why he wants Professor Lumumba. But those who don't want him out, they don't want Professor Lumumba to get involved. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave directive. Those evil people in IPOB begin to change it. All those directives that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave, from the beginning, we must go and revisit them. It is the only way the leadership, if they want to get relevant again, is the only way to get relevant in the Biafra struggle, is that they must go back to the directive Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave from the beginning. Without that, believe me, the spirit of Biafra have risen. And you are going to see it from today. This will be the last time I will address them. From now on, I will be facing the struggle and doing the exposition, and things will begin to happen. It will be the last time I will address the DOS. May God bless all of you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless everybody that have paid ultimate price for Biafra struggle. May God bless all of you. And always remember that our leader need 100 men, not members of DOS. He don't need members of DOS. He need just 100 men. And we don't need corruption in Biafra. If it is about corruption, I will quit. I can't be fighting to leave corrupt Nigeria and start building another corrupt and cabal movement. Good night.